But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. We got to get right into this. For the people that weren't listening later on, I guess, yesterday.
Yeah.
We discovered that we have a severe, not a little, a severe mouse problem in our other studio.
Yeah, not the one we're in right now.
No. This place has its own problems.
Yeah.
I thought this was the place with the problems, but we're learning that our other studio has cockroaches. We did the whole cockroach bit over there.
Yeah.
We set cockroach traps and we what?
Like roach motels, yeah.
We caught hundreds of them. Most of the tiny little baby variety, but a bunch of the big mamas, too.
Oh, huge ones.
That really creep people out.
Disgusting.
And then yesterday we're broadcasting, and it was brought to our attention, and I guess we're the last to know, that there are mice all over the joint.
Yeah.
To the point where the interns and the behind-the-scenes guys... wait, how am I going to get my peanut butter in here now, though?
Oh.
All right, anyway. They all see the mice running during the day. All of a sudden, they're doing work. One runs across the counter. One bumped into Danny as he was just doing his job.
Yeah, it ran right across my... Like, I felt something hit my foot. And I just brushed it off like, oh, it was probably like my cuff of my jeans or something. And then Sam goes, did you feel that? I'm like, what? He goes, a mouse just ran across your boot. I'm like, I knew I felt something.
Yeah.
That's sick. And there's droppings.
Mouse droppings everywhere.
Everywhere.
I thought they were exaggerating. They're like, you got to see this. So we all took turns looking at this, and it looked like it was raining mouse droppings.
There's a big, long... In our office we used to use, there's a big, long shelf desk area with a bunch of computers on it.
Yeah.
That the staff would use. Behind the monitors, where, like, no man's land, where you empty DVD cases and stuff get thrown, and there's a lot of wires and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is the Ho Chi Minh Trail of mice. It is where they are coming in and out to do their damage. It's loaded, packed with mouse crap.
Yeah.
And it stinks. You could smell it. They have laid waste to that. And the people that work there are disgusting slobs.
They're animals. There's one guy, he's an animal, and it needs to be said. I don't give a crap if we're going to get in trouble with HR. The guy's a hoarder.
Puffin stuff.
The guy's a hoarder, and because of that, it's made the mouse problem a lot worse.
Yesterday, I saw 2 pizza boxes, and this wasn't like, hey, we just finished some pizza.
Yeah.
When someone leaves, take the boxes with you, and we'll leave them here for the time being. This was pizza that was like celebrating the Apollo Soyuz mission. It was... The box was encrusted in grease from the pizza, and there was a slice in there, or a mummified version of a slice, that had like some paper towels over it. And I opened it up with my foot to look inside, and there were just mouse droppings and the stench of a rodent.
Mm-hmm.
People that are in there, and one in particular, is a disgusting human being that is just infesting that place with rodents.
Yeah, once again, he's an animal.
Yeah.
And we found a nest near his work area.
Yeah.
And,
shredded paper, nice little nest where a mouse gave birth like they do every week to 6,000 young.
Yeah. So, with that said, we all have an electric trap in front of us.
Yes, we found our electric traps. These are mouse traps that are quite futuristic and quite exciting.
Well,
what they are, they're little plastic boxes. I would say it's about 6 inches long by about 3 inches wide, about 1.5 inches high. And there's metal plates inside.
Mm-hmm.
And each plate is getting a positive and a negative. There's, I'm sure, some kind of a booster thing like a stun gun would have. So you put a little 9-volt battery in there, and it increases the amperage. And you put a little peanut butter, a little dabble-do-ya, in the back of the trap. And the mouse crawls in the hole in the front, works his way through a slight little maze so he can't back out. And in order to get to the delicious peanut butter, he must stand on 2 of the metal plates, which he then becomes like the Rosenbergs back in the 50s, giving away our hydrogen bomb secrets. Zappo! It's a fun trap. No smacks, no sticky paper. You just electrocute them and then dump them out.
This was the trap I used in my old apartment.
Wonderful.
I think this is the actual trap, by the way. I do believe I brought it back.
Yeah.
This particular trap I'm holding has over 50 kills.
Wow. Sparky.
This thing rules as far as getting rid of your mice problem.
Yeah.
So without further ado, we take a little peanut butter. You scoop it on the back wall. You told them about the maze feature, right, Ed?
Yeah, there's a slight little maze feature. It's a couple of angled pieces of plastic so the mouse can't back out.
No.
Once he's in, he's committed. He's in for the long haul to the old death chamber.
The little mouse, I think there's a point where he goes, uh-oh,
this doesn't look good, but that peanut butter smells delicious.
And at that point, he can't back out.
Nope.
And his fate is sealed.
It certainly is.
Jimmy, you going to set your trap or what?
I need a spoon.
Yeah, here, give Jimmy a spoon. Wait, I think I need another dab. I'm going all in here. And then what we have to do, you got to pick a guy at. What are we doing, $100?
$100.
Our bets are usually $100 a man.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Then you pick a guy, or we could pick one guy. And that person has to place the traps in the other joint because we can't leave here right now.
Yeah. Because I was clamoring that I want a good spot.
Yeah.
That's it's all about placement. It's like fishing.
Of course it is.
You got to find the good spot. So I found, I think, where I want to put mine.
Huh?
Yeah.
Write it down?
Yeah. Write it down.
I need mine. I need mine somewhere near that slobs area.
That's a good spot, but
where are you going, Ed?
Pick a different spot. I'm gonna go. You know the desk with the computers on it, where behind the wires there's all that. I'm not up there, mind you. Underneath, because they're on the floor too. I know it. Underneath, against the wall. It's got to be against the wall, though.
Near the door or on the other side?
Like under the middle of the desk.
Okay.
The area, but pushed against the wall with the hole facing toward my old desk.
Okay.
So that when they run by, run in the hole. That's what you got to do. You got to wrangle them.
Jimmy, where you want yours?
No, I'm thinking maybe at a desk with a phone next to it. No, nothing hurt. I don't know. I'm trying to think of where.
You awake yet?
Yeah, I'm just watery eyes.
You're not even awake yet.
I'm awake. It's my afrin.
No,
my nose is decongesting off afrin. That's why I'm miserable right now.
You look like a Saint Bernard. Your eyes are just tearing.
Yeah, it's because my nose.
They're very
Are you
watery.
Sad, Jimmy?
No.
Oh, good.
When your afrin wears off, it tangles and it's hard to breathe.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that if you walk out of the office that we never use at XM, where the animal's desk is, but the other side, like under all those cabinets.
Yeah.
No one is going for the obvious near the kitchen and stuff.
I thought of that too.
You know what? Screw it. You could have you could choose anywhere near the animal's desk, and put me near the kitchen in a good spot, Sam.
Okay.
Yeah, put me near the animal's desk.
Okay.
Where do I put this peanut butter?
Right on the back wall.
Where the holes are?
Yeah.
That way they can.
And how do you turn? You turn it on like this, right? I forgot. It's been a while, thank God. And it blinks to show it's on. Yeah. All right, mine's set. Here, take it over the other joint.
Could someone just load mine up? Yeah, just smear some peanut butter over there
Yeah,
and
I'll do yours.
Get your little gloves.
Here you go.
Get your oven.
All right. As we set the electric mouse traps, we're placing our bets. See who could catch a mouse first. Our names are on top of the electric traps. What does Jimmy write?
I just gave it. I did mine. I did Anthony's.
No, you. What did you do?
He gave you a tiny little dab.
I need more.
And Jimmy has like a massive
I
glob.
need more.
That good? Yeah.
All right.
That's good. Like right there.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
There's gonna be some lucky mouses.
That's gonna be a problem.
God, this smells good, right?
And no one's over there right now, right?
The little holes in the back.
It's just Mars. It's pretty much nice and dark and nice and quiet. That means the mice are rocking and are rolling right now. All right, cool. Grab Jimmy's and let's get the show on the road. So the electric traps are set, a little peanut butter on the back wall. Our names are on top of the traps. Sam will place them fairly in the areas we have chosen, and we'll be checking, every half hour?
Yeah, sure.
Have Mars check every half hour and give us a call.
Yeah.
And let us know. And when the trap starts blinking, that means you got one. So Mars doesn't even have to open up the thing. It just blinks to show you that you got some goodness inside. All right. Let's say hi to John in Denver. John?
Hi, Anthony. Yeah. I was thinking that Jim Norton would want a little cup of water inside of his trap for the mice that are thirsty.
All right. All right, you bastards. Man.
I didn't think of that.
Enough about the mice.
That is funny.
A little callback for everybody.
It's the old white shorts joke. Come haunting me again.
Oh, yeah.
Funny. It just has like a little Five Alive. Just a little beverage for the fella.
Yes. They might have a burning mouth.
Yeah.
From all those chicken wings.
Yeah, Erox will have wings in it.
Garlic butter saw.
Yeah.
I was saying we should put that in the trap.
They're almost ready to bring the traps over to the other joint. Now, Ant, you said as we were getting ready for the show today, you finally saw Slumdog Millionaire.
Yes.
And I was excited. I'm like, what do you think? And you were like, eh.
I saw it.
A little more than an
watched it when I went home. I said it wasn't I didn't say it was a bad movie by any by any, what am I looking for?
By any stretch of the imagination. By any means.
That's what I meant. Okay, it takes a while. It takes a while to ramp up over here, to spool up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say it was a bad movie. But the hype that this thing is getting, as far as genius, Oscar winning, all these awards, I do not see that it merits this. I found it very slow moving, very predictable. I liked the idea behind the fact that, he's on this game show thing. It was better than the synopsis, I'll give it that. That he's on this Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
A millionaire.
A millionaire.
He sounded like Ricardo Montalban.
Montalban.
Didn't he have that in him a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. A millionaire.
A millionaire.
I thought...
that dude's going to be on Regis today, by the way. Just a little
Is he the game show host?
That care, yeah.
I thought, the fact that he had the answers to a lot of the questions based on his life there and what had happened, and it was just kind of a fluky thing that the questions he's asked, he knows the answer to, and that's how, he kind of got the answer. I thought that was kind of an original idea.
Yeah.
But as far as the movie itself, I thought it was a little plodding. It just kind of moved along okay. And no real surprises. I wasn't surprised by anything. The bad guys. I hope this is a good camp for kids. No? Oh, this is horrible.
What they did to the kids.
Yeah, that was kind of,
that was a little rough.
That was rough,
We're talking in general.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin it for anybody.
We're trying not to do the spoiler thing here.
But, like I said, not a bad movie. I didn't sit there and go, I'm watching this piece of crap. But not this huge, oh, my God. It's another one of these, and Ronnie had talked about this before, from Ron and Fez. One of these independent movies that come out that people just gush over, like Juno and things like that.
But this was a big production.
Sunshine, the one with the Sunshine. Sunshine. Yeah. Yeah, that one, the one with the little girl.
Yeah. But this was a big production, man. This wasn't a little independent film.
Yeah,
It's
considered like an independent film.
Just because it's not.
It's not in wide release. It's not, it's one of these.
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of from, foreign film kind of a thing. It looked great. I thought it was filmed very well. It looked really good when they're chasing the little kids through the little narrow streets or
the slums,
walks, whatever it was, of their slums. I thought that was done very well. But
what about the poopy head?
But
all right.
Every answer he had because of something awful in his life too.
Yeah.
Really awful stuff.
Yeah. That I thought was cool. It was a good idea. It just didn't. I didn't turn the movie off and then go wow, I got to go to IMDb. When I see a really good movie, I got to go to IMDb or message boards. I got to see what other people thought about it, find out things about it. That's when I know I really enjoyed a movie.
Sure.
Or hated a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that. But I think the hype really, this thing is overhyped. And I didn't find it to be worthy of that hype. It was good, but
maybe we hype it
special.
too much too. It's like when you hear about a movie from everybody, like, oh my god,
Yeah.
But it's like
Your
And
expectations
it's not
a little
just you
too
guys;
high.
it's everybody is just gushing over this.
What about the
awards,
music?
the everything?
The music was cool. What about the Bollywood moment as the credits were rolling?
I love that.
That was funny. I like that little dance.
Yeah, to know that they all.
I want to do that dance.
Yeah, to know they all got along in the end.
Yeah, thank you, Jimmy.
The bad guys are dancing with the good guys.
Yeah, it was sort of like the end of a Broadway show when they all come out and take their bows together. Yeah.
This was the song.
This will get stuck in your head too.
It
Yeah.
certainly will.
I couldn't stop for 2 days with this stupid
And then they
song.
had that other Take Your Money song.
Yeah.
With the gunshots in it.
MIA.
Yeah.
All right, well.
I'll say that I was surprised at the ending. I'm not going to say what it was, but I was surprised that they went the way
That
they
he ends
did.
up as a customer calling thing for Dell.
I was very shocked.
And his
Yes.
name was Dave.
My name is. All right. What was your best movie of the year then? We got Oscars right around the corner.
I know, that's just it. I gotta kind of look at that, but I really don't see movies that we got Revolutionary Road.
But you have to see this
I'll
for
see
your
that
Oscar
one.
choices, yeah.
Oh, great.
Well, don't even bother with that.
Oh, no, you have to. It's great.
Actually,
It's great. I heard you yesterday.
actually, watch Revolutionary Road, and we'll have a nice discussion tomorrow because
watch it.
that brings a lot of hate into your soul. That movie. Ugh.
I didn't find it depressing at all, though. I the only depressing thing was like, wow, that's an hour and 45 minutes you just don't get back.
Yeah, exactly. My favorite movie of the year was Iron Man. The more I think about it, but of course, they're not going to give that a Best Picture nod.
Yeah.
But that was the best movie of the year for me. I like the Slumdog Millionaire a lot.
I'll have to think about it.
As far as the movies they're putting into consideration, I like Slumdog Millionaire the best, and I saw I think just about all of them. The only one I didn't see was The Reader because I heard it was like a chick flick, but now Brother Weeze and now Kevin Smith yesterday both saying it's not really a chick flick. Mm-hmm. It really isn't. It's actually a really good movie, so I think I'm going to try to check that out in the next day or two.
I'm going to have to look and review what I've seen. The unfortunate thing is, as you all know, I don't really go out to the movies a lot.
You don't go out.
I wait for screener copies or the old bootleg. So I haven't seen a lot of those movies. I'll get there. I'll get around to it.
Yeah.
And I'll look and see what I have seen and pick my favorite. Slumdog, it's up there. I mean, it's a good movie. I'm not saying it's bad, but not worthy of the hype and the gushing that it's getting from the all these critics and the awards and things like that. I'm sorry.
All right.
Don't see it.
Speaking of movies, everyone's talking about the Christian Bale blowout.
Oh, that is fantastic.
What? You haven't? Oh, Jimmy.
Christian Bale, I like him more now after this blow-up.
Really?
Yeah. He's fantastic. He's just an angry, mean, nasty man. He apparently was filming a scene for the new Terminator movie that he's in. And the director of photography seems to have stepped into the scene. And Christian was a bit upset about it and went on about a 4-minute tirade about how this guy, and I can't even say what he called him, what the names he was throwing around, the language he was using, how he should be fired. He never wants to see him again, doesn't want to work with him again. The F word just being ballied about. And just serious. He was not kidding, and he was pissed.
There's a
Just
lot of
mean.
F words, man.
He
A lot.
was mean and nasty.
Same guy that hit his mother at the premiere.
Well, that's what I was saying.
His sister.
That's what I was saying to Anthony. I'm
love
like,
this
wow,
guy.
maybe the mom had a point. Maybe she was
love
onto
this
something.
guy. Christian Bale's the best.
We'll get into the audio after the break.
Well,
He
yeah.
seems to treat
Yeah, we
everyone,
do.
Seems to treat everyone like Paul Allen. Hey, Paul.
Yeah, we got the audio. We'll do that next. Also, everyone's talking about the Super Bowl porn clip. We finally got the audio. Finally. It was a big story yesterday. I guess in Arizona, the local TV station, doing the Super Bowl. And I don't know what part of the game, but all of a sudden it went to a porno for about 20, 30 seconds. Like where you saw stuff.
So intentional.
Yeah, somebody.
Apparently, some guy, Danny says, some guy was trying, I guess, to do his best impression of Meat Spin.
Oh, really?
But it was more like Meat Pendulum.
Yeah, it wasn't like the middle of a scene, let's say. It was more like the beginnings of a scene.
Yeah. They had just geared up. Why couldn't the guy, whoever did this, because you know it was intentional, why didn't he go the distance and just get to one of the most horrific parts of this film and then pop that on?
He couldn't go all in.
He couldn't go all in.
Somewhere in his head, he was like, this is as far as I can go.
Fired if you get caught.
If you're going to do it, you're right. You got to go like ATM.
Oh, you're going, ATM.
Let's do ATM.
DP. We're talking something real good.
Well, we got the clip. It's good, even for the radio. And we'll turn people on to where the video clip is after the break as well. And then you got the mayor of New York City getting bit by that groundhog yesterday.
A giant rat.
And you got a California woman with 14 kids. That story's got legs. We got lots to do today.
It's 28 of them.
Wow, your math skills.
People talk. I was voted boy most likely to do quick multiplication 4 years in a row.
Only if times by 2.
Well, that would have been 8 years in a row.
And we'll check in with Sam next.
Or 2 years in a row if that's how we came to 4. I'm too good.
As he sets the mouse traps, trying to get to break here. Opie and Anthony will continue. All right, good morning to everybody. Opie and Anthony, good news. The traps are set. If you're just tuning in, we got a severe mice problem at our other studio and where the guys work. And we decided to set electric traps with our names on each trap. And we're doing a little betting today. We're trying to find out who could catch a mouse first.
Whose trap electrocutes a mouse first? Yeah, there's a mouse problem over there.
Sam, you set the traps over there, right? In some good locations?
Yeah, they're all set where you wanted them, and all the locations have been isolated so they won't be disturbed.
Oh, nice. Well, there's not a lot of people over there right now, right?
Right, there's only a few people, but the office is all set off, and the animals' desk has been completely blocked off from people.
I hope that disgusting guy is found electrocuted with peanut butter on his finger, trying to get some for a sandwich or something.
He's a hoarder.
Slob.
He's a hoarder, you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Did you see the corner that he's in? It's a wreck. It's everything. I saw yesterday that used coffee cup, a paper coffee cup used, had gunky coffee on it. It was spilled on the desk, and he seemed to have just taken a handful of staples and thumbtacks and used that as a little storage place for his staples and thumbtacks without rinsing it out or anything. Just a used coffee cup.
You know he's so paranoid about somebody taking his chair that he chains it to his desk?
He chains...
Oh, yeah.
Get a bolt cutter. Get a bolt cutter.
For real.
That chair is going.
He's a nobody in this business. Throw his chair out on the street.
Do you have some of that ash spray?
Yeah.
Spray that chair.
Spray the chair.
Done.
I say just throw it on the street. Let one of the homeless guys grab it.
You know what?
That are starting to hang around the building.
Leave it right in front of the building, so when he walks in, he'll be like, I think that's my chair, but it can't be because it's chained to my desk.
It can't be because no one
With
would
the
actually...
chain on the seat.
Yeah, no one would actually put it outside.
Yeah.
Yes, D-Rock.
We've tried. He used to chain it to this filing cabinet that rolls. So we used to take the filing cabinet and the chair and put it out in the hallway near the freight elevator or something. So we started chaining up the filing cabinet to the actual desk itself.
Yeah.
He locks up paper goods supplies, coffee stir. It's stuff that you don't have to worry about people stealing.
Coffee stir, except him. Yeah.
This guy refuses to leave our facility. Refuses. He's the only one left from the old days.
The old guard.
Can we take his chair down in the freight elevator and chain it up to the muni meter outside the building?
That's a good idea.
Because he'll have to see it coming into the building.
Yeah, like a delivery guy's bicycle.
Yeah, we'll get a new lock so he can't even use his key.
That's great. Just chain it outside.
Do you think the guy that he file trades online with, that janitor, that Mr. Whipple-looking pedo over at XM, will help him?
File trading.
Yeah.
A couple of creeps. Yeah,
they are.
Is Mars going to be checking the electric traps every half hour or so?
Yeah, he's going to be calling in every half hour.
All right.
And we have a little surprise once we get over there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, you got to keep listening to the radio show.
Yeah.
We're all about TSL, right, Stump Brain? 877-212-0-A. We're getting the Christian Bale audio. You got to hang out for just a little longer. We're going to have it for everybody.
I don't even understand how it can be played here.
We're going to do it with the beeps because it's just worth it.
Wow.
It's a good rant. Also shows that you should just let the F word on TV and on radio because we all use it.
If Christian Bale uses it, then we should all be able to use it in public.
What % of the people walking around New York City, let's say, don't use the F word? For real. It's got to be way less than 1% of the population.
Less than 1%.
So why, if it's all about the masses, why can't we insist that the F word be on TV and on radio?
Because those 1% complain.
Right.
And then they make it seem like everybody doesn't want to hear it.
I mean, we got to start somewhere. You allow the F word. I understand. I don't even understand. I think you should just allow it all, but at least the F word at this point. I mean, come on.
Everyone uses it.
Even the little kids out there are using the word like it's nothing.
It's not doesn't necessarily have to be a sexual term. Mm-hmm. Of course, it's barely used as a sexual term. As a matter of fact,
right.
It's usually just used as, you're mad.
Hey, in other news, as they get the Christian Bale audio, which we'll have on the radio in a few minutes here, earthquake in Jersey last night.
Oh, yeah?
This happens, every year? I think we get one, maybe one a year.
Yeah. And you get these little, rumbles. It's more like a... That's what, a East Coast earthquake feels like. It doesn't shake.
Yeah.
It feels like something dropped on the floor, something real heavy.
Yeah. But they said that we certainly could have a big one in the Northeast.
Oh, I bet they'll do a special on the news about it.
Yep. Yeah.
Earthquake in the Northeast. Could the big one destroy our city?
Right.
We'll tell you.
I'm sure they will work that angle today.
And a geologist will get on and say, well, quite frankly, the faults aren't really that bad here. You'll get an occasional tremor, but nothing like California or anything. Okay, well, thank you.
Right.
So you're saying, no, we can't.
No, they'll never acknowledge the guy said no, because then at the end of it, he'll go, but there is a slight possibility.
Slight possibility.
You heard it here. A possibility.
Whoa.
And,
well, there was an earthquake in Jersey last night. It woke me and Wendy up. It's earthquake time. Douche.
Hey, leave him alone.
Oh, stop it.
Leave him alone.
Bruce.
Somebody on instant feedback.
And the ground was shaking and my Chevy was in the garage. Tool.
He really is a Jersey obsessed ass.
Why the hatred for the boss, man?
I hate the boss because he's not the boss.
Yeah, he's the boss.
Hire me, Bruce. See? No boss.
He's the boss. You saw him up there halftime.
Well, the boardwalk was shaking. Was it? At the Stone Pony in Asbury Park, we felt it. Where was the epicenter? Newark. Shut up. Hate him.
You don't like My Hometown? I love that song.
In my hometown, there was an earthquake in my home. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Oh, that's a bad from Monagi. 10th Avenue fault line.
I guess we need a few Bruce songs.
Yeah, Bruce.
You know, I'm on fire. I love that one too.
Well, the ground starts to crack. Earthquake at my feet.
One of the finance and feedbackers writes, earthquake in Jersey. What? Did E-Rock fall out of bed this morning?
Oh,
poor
E-Rock.
That's just
my God.
Not even here to defend himself.
No.
Really no reason to talk like that.
He's too busy eating his fifth breakfast.
Hold on. Robin Williams from Moscow on the Hudson. How do you feel?
Oh, no. The new crop.
There we go. Get a few new interns.
I guess he's a little Jersey upset.
He doesn't even know we're talking about him. That's just amazing.
No.
All right, so you got an earthquake in Jersey, which means nothing. We get one or two of these a year. It shakes for a second. It's nothing like the California earthquakes.
Yeah.
Or the tremors you get out there. Also, Kobe Bryant. We were just talking about this a week or two ago. Kobe Bryant, 61 points at the Garden last night, setting the record, beating out Jordan. I think Jordan did 55, and Bernard King had the record.
60.
Bernard King was old school. That guy was beat up when he did 60 at the Garden.
He did two games in a row, I think.
Yeah, he had bad knees. He always was taping his fingers. He was a mess, but a scoring machine for the next way back when. And Kobe scored 61 last night. Lakers beat the Knicks 126 to 117. I was just talking about this though. They sat him. He only played 36 out of the 48 minutes. He only played 3/4 of the game. And my argument is, let these guys go the distance. Let's get one of these crazy. He could have had 80 points last night. He would have easily had 70 if he played the other 12. But they sit these guys because they're worried about injury and stuff. And my thought is this would be great for the sport. You would get major headlines. He's getting really good headlines as is. But if he shot 75, 80 points last night, that would be a huge story, and it would be great for the Lakers franchise. And what I would suggest is you tell Kobe, look, hang out around the perimeter and just shoot the threes. Don't get injured. Don't drive toward the basket, because I think that's what they worry about the most. Their star player getting hurt in a game that doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah.
But the old school guys, they stayed in there and they just jacked up the points.
Yeah,
I just don't like how they play the game these days.
That's one of their strategies now. It's part of the game.
Yeah, it's frustrating if you're a basketball fan, because I'm a Knicks fan, but you know what? Kobe scoring 61 and he's sitting out 12 minutes. No, at that point I want him in there, and I want to see how many more points he can score.
Don't you think he wants to extend the record?
Oh,
so
he's
it's harder for anybody else to beat. You kind of do want to do that.
And it's coming. He's probably running up and down the court, and he doesn't even want to look toward the sideline at Phil Jackson, because he knows Phil's going to take him out at any moment. As soon as that call is made and he goes toward the bench, he must be so bummed. Like, oh my God, I was in the zone. I could have got 70, 80 points tonight.
Scored more and pushed the record up, but
no. That's just an amazing game for Kobe last night.
Yeah, Bernard King did it, and then the next night he did it again. That was just, to me, really...
Back to back, right?
Yeah.
You were saying that.
But 61 points in 36 minutes is just...
That's just amazing basketball.
I was a Lakers fan. The Magic, Kareem, James Worthy era.
I was a Celtic fan during that whole time.
I just liked those...
Bird, McHale.
Yeah.
Bunch
of ugly people. Dennis Johnson, they were horrible. Parrish.
The freckly Dennis Johnson.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible. And the stupid and the disgusting Detroit Pistons, Lambeer and Vinny the Microwave Johnson. Isaiah Thomas, when he played with them, I hated his guts too.
I know we're going a little old school, but that was a great era for basketball.
Yes.
Lambeer was just not a nice guy.
Yeah, his own teammates hated him. He'd fist fight with his own teammates. He was a douche. He was the Christian Bale of basketball. Right. Bring it back. He was a tool.
He was always a problem. Always.
But Shaq, it's like you can't not like Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, everyone likes the guy. He's a great player, and he wins. He's not he can't free throw with a crap, but he's just a winner.
Right.
And Kobe without him, to me, is never going to do anything.
Yeah. I still wanted to see Kobe do it, even though I'm not a big fan of his. But whatever. 61 is still a fine effort.
I just like the way he conducts his personal sexual life. I think that's appropriate.
Well, yeah.
Bite her back and show her who's boss. That's not way to handle it.
You got to give him a little credit, because a little time goes by, and that wife of his is like, no biggie.
Whatever.
It's all good.
It's in the past. It's in the past, I say.
It's all good. And then Bloomberg, just throwing a few headlines at everybody today. He got bitten by that groundhog yesterday. We kind of were talking about it on the show.
Staten Island Chuck?
I don't know.
What's his name?
Yeah. This should be
Staten Island Chuck.
Everyone's jumping on the bandwagon. There's the famous Punxsutawney Phil.
Everyone remembers him.
And Newsday has a list of other groundhogs just in our area. And we're a national show. I think some of the listeners should call up with the names of their groundhogs in their area.
I'd be very surprised if every state didn't at least have one.
Of course they do.
One of these groundhogs, so they could have some hoopla every year.
We got 4 in our area alone.
Really?
And Bloomberg got bit. I don't blame the groundhog. I'm sure the groundhog was wondering if he was trying to get into his pockets to grab some change.
Grab some change. The gopher tax.
This Bloomberg sucks, and someone needs to say it. It's easy to blame the city's woes on the economy. Guess what? This was all happening before the economy collapsed. He wants to tax plastic bags when you go to the grocery store. You didn't see this coming?
I hope in a week Bloomberg is on all fours walking down the street, foaming from the mouth.
That would be hilarious.
Imagine, rabid mayor. Right. We have a rabid mayor.
Just walking the streets, just all.
Don't get near him.
With his hair just a mess, and just he's grown a beard, and his clothes are tattered.
Yeah,
they can't find him. He's just eating squirrels in the park somewhere.
He's going through the garbage,
right,
like a raccoon.
Yeah.
He's wrecking the squirrel lanes. That douche. You're driving along 24th Street in New York, crossed over 8th Avenue.
Oh my God!
Supposed to be 2 or 3 lanes. 2 lanes to your right and left are have white lines with the stripes in them.
The stay the F out.
What is that? What are you doing, Mike?
No idea. He is so anti-vehicle.
Because he's a spoiled billionaire who has state troopers that take him on the train. Exactly. Give me your state trooper bodyguards, or if you give me one of them, I'll take the train everywhere, all hours of the night, Mike.
Taking the train is never a hassle for Mike.
Never.
It's never a problem.
Or just driving around the city even.
Or drive if he needs a little motorcade action to take him somewhere.
1 or 2 cops, he could go from uptown to downtown in minutes.
Traffic doesn't mean anything to him.
Right.
Lights don't mean a thing.
No.
I don't like this guy, man.
I'm weird. Like, I don't hate him. I think that the fiscal crisis is not his fault. I mean, everyone's feeling it, but
it's all crap in the end. This guy knew that the city was heading toward problems. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Plastic bags are being taxed now. I mean, it got to that point and you couldn't figure something out ahead of time.
He started that a while ago. He was thinking of that one.
5 cents. You go to the supermarket. It's just the principle. You go and get your groceries, and now for each plastic bag, and they double wrap, right?
Yeah.
5 cents a bag. That's just, what are you doing? How bad do you need change?
Well, they've added every shopping experience to the tax now. It's not just grocery stores. Every time you get a plastic bag from anywhere, it's going to have the tax.
But isn't plastic better for the environment, or paper is? Plastic is. So you were supposed to take plastic.
Well, he's encouraging you to bring your... This is how they spin it to make believe.
Right.
It has nothing to do with trying to get more money from you, the citizen. They're like, well, it's healthier for the environment. We're encouraging people to bring their bags to the grocery store, usable bags.
No one's
so we don't
doing that.
use as much plastic bags. That's all crap that they throw at you. It's about making money.
Food collects in your bag. No one's bringing their own bags,
No one brings
you
their
ass.
bags.
Every once in a while, you see that older hippie chick bringing her own bag to the grocery store, and you're like, ugh, that's a hassle.
I don't even use bags.
Jesus, man.
You can't. They're trying to shove like 5 tuna cans in one. You don't know what you can.
No, we should do. We should go to a grocery store and just get about $100 or $200 worth of groceries and say, no, we don't want any bags, and try to just carry
I'm just going to carry this out to my car and just make 100 trips from the register. Go, no, don't put it in there. I'm not going to pay the tax. And you'd hold up the line. You just take out a few cans at a time and put them in your trunk, park way at the back end of the parking lot, so each trip takes you 5 minutes.
I just whistle a happy tune the entire time.
would you be a pain in the ass?
That rules.
This guy's a rich douche, and that's what's annoying is he's taxing people. He knows that every regular working class person has to use. You have to use bags when you shop. You have to. Yeah. And we bought the whole thing. Paper's bad. It's messed up the environment. They killed all these trees. Then he sold us on plastic. Everyone sold us on plastic. We're using plastic, and now they want to tax that. It's like, what do you want?
If you bring the plastic bags back, can you say, can I have all my nickels back?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Here you go.
So
I'm not using these anymore.
Getting with the Groundhog. So this floor in our area, that's where we start with this. You got the Punxsutawney Phil, right? You got the Holtzville Hal out there on Long Island.
Ugh.
You got Staten Island Chuck. That's the one that bit the mayor.
Yeah.
Gave him an impressive little wound there on his finger or whatever.
The hero.
And then this is the one that made us kind of laugh because we're Long Islanders, Aunt and I. Malvern Mel.
Malvern.
Malvern has their own groundhog. That's got to be a rat.
Can't kill a groundhog. Whoever said you was one, Mel.
And Mel did not see a shadow. Malvern Mel. What do you got there, Travis? These are all the famous groundhogs. Oh, my God.
From where? Everywhere?
Punxsutawney Phil.
He's always at the top. He's the Elvis.
He's the number one. Woodstock Willie in Illinois, of course. Jimmy the Groundhog from Wisconsin. W-I-A-R-T-O-N Willie.
I like how you said Woodstock Willie. And then you said from where?
Illinois.
You said from Illinois, of course.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the first thing I thought was Woodstock, New York. Who wouldn't think it's Woodstock, New York? Like, Woodstock Willie from Illinois, of course.
You couldn't let me slide today, huh? It's early.
Just made me laugh.
Yeah, it's fun. How do you say W-I-A-R-T-O-N Willie?
Say it again.
W-I-A-R-T-O-N. I've never heard of that name. Weirton?
W-I-A-R-T?
Wyerton? Weirton? How do you say the Weirton? Weirton Willie? Staten Island Chuck. General Burgard Lee, Ph.D.
Oh, that's got to be
that's Atlanta.
Down south.
Yeah, of course.
Know that.
All right, Dunkirk Dave.
If he see, and if that one sees a, he gets scared and runs into. It's going to be 6 more weeks of crime.
Wow.
you know what's going on down there if it's named after Robert E. Lee.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Saskatoon Evan from Canada. Yes, Malvern.
Oh,
Mel.
well, that figures. And Evan.
Oh, Malvern has a male and a female. Malvern Mel and Malvern Melissa. Brandon Bob, Balzac Billy.
What?
These names.
Wait, yeah. Hold on.
Balzac
Billy.
These sound like names from our message boards.
Yeah. And then there's Michael Hunt from Schenectady. And Ivan Kachikakov from Western Seattle.
Oh, and look, did Hey Would You Blow Me see his shadow?
That's true. He pops out. If there's no shadow, he spits an awful substance in your face.
Hey, we got the Dan in Atlanta's got a little something on their Groundhog. Dan in Atlanta.
You guys already just went over it, so
all right. Wait, your Groundhog's really called Robert E. Lee?
Well, it's Beauregard Lee. He's named after the Confederate general.
Sure.
Atlanta's not exactly huge in terms of tourism, and so a lot of the local tourism bureaus just latch on to stupid Confederate crap.
Hey.
Everyone's over it now, but whatever.
All right.
I don't think everyone is.
Not everyone.
Not everyone. They still like flying their flag.
Oh, my God. Shuba Nakati Sam, it looks like, from Nova Scotia. Gary the Groundhog.
Jesus.
Spanish Joe from Ontario, Canada.
Wacky Canadians trying to get into the act.
Yep.
They're always trying to take one of our things
and make it their own.
God, just stick to smoking pot. Yeah. Stoners.
As they keep smoking pot, we just take another one of their hockey teams.
Why don't they do that?
Bring them south.
Yeah. Why don't you just have a groundhog that comes out, gets stoned, and says, "Screw it, I don't care."
Right.
And just hangs out.
I'm going to sleep the winter away anyway.
Yeah, I'm just
crap.
I want to go to sleep. I'm tired and stoned.
Yeah. Sir Walter Wally from Raleigh, North Carolina. Pardon me, Pete from Tampa, Florida.
Ew, pardon me, Pete.
Yeah. Pardon me, Pete.
I wonder how many times Pardon Me, Pete has been arrested in shrubs, looking through people's windows.
Pardon me.
Pardon me.
Oopsie.
Who are you? I'm Pete. And then he bites you and runs away. Pete's a creep.
It's
Spies Pete.
It's Wyerton, I guess, that one we couldn't figure out. Thank you to Eric in Ontario. Octoraro Orphe. Wow.
What?
That's in Quarryville, Pennsylvania. Holtzville Hal, and then Buckeye Chuck. That's just some of the famous groundhogs across America. They all have to get in on the action.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's probably just a very limited list. Show some of these little tiny places.
I hold in my hand the Christian Bale audio, finally. We had to, make it a little friendly for this side of the radio show.
All right. Since we're betting on our mice today, we got mouse traps over at the satellite studio.
Yeah.
We have a mouse problem.
Yeah.
And we each picked a mouse trap.
Yeah, we'll be checking
3 traps.
We'll be checking the traps after the break.
Yeah, and we each bet on that. But how much do you want to bet, since we're betting, that a curse will still be in that audio?
Really?
I don't think we've ever had audio, and I'm not blaming it. It's not like a fault thing. It's just so many curses in that.
My favorite one recently was the Barack Obama song. We're playing the one clip where Barack's going to take Aunt's money and give it all up to me, right? That song? And Aunt and I listened to the rap song before the show, and we're like, yeah, perfect. There's no problem here. Let's air it. We didn't hear that there were 2 or 3 F words in there, a couple S words, mother effer.
Oh, yeah, it was loaded.
It was loaded with stuff that would have got us fired, but we just didn't hear it. We're jaded.
Yep.
All right, we'll do a bet. Do you think there's at least one in there, huh?
Yeah.
There's close to 40 curses.
I know, that's why I'm saying something has to.
So, huh?
Sam did the edits?
Yeah.
I'll take some
You
action.
think he's good?
You'll take some action on this?
I have confidence in my coworkers.
I was hoping E-Rock did it.
I will say that I think everything will fly perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
And then later on, we'll play it unedited over at Sirius XM, obviously.
Of course we will. All right, Opie and Anthony, we'll check the mouse traps next. Stay there. And the Christmas.
You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
We got a very busy morning. Are you okay?
I sneezed.
This is where Wolfmother got their sound, by the way. You check out the Wolfmother there, Jimmy?
I like them, yeah.
You might like them. They're a bit retro.
Remind me of Zeppelin a little bit. Yeah, they were
Little
good.
Zeppelin, little Sabbath, using the fuzzy, over-the-top guitars and the old-school, organs. I like the Wolfmother. I'm waiting for their second, you can't call them albums anymore, right? Second, what do you call it? Their second digital release.
They still just call them like albums and records.
It's stupid.
It's one of those terms like, I don't know, like Xerox or something. It's just kind of a thing. I don't know if they'll... What do you call it?
I don't know.
Now, I got a new album coming out. People say album, even though it's... An album literally just does mean a collection of, your stuff.
Sure. They got to, come up with a new term. What do you got on Wolfmother there, Travis?
They broke up.
What?
Yes.
Get the F out of here.
Yeah, like 6 months ago.
Why?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm serious.
What else are they going to do?
How stupid are they?
They broke up.
They came on the scene and just took over the world. Why did they break up?
I don't remember why. I remember reading it on FMQB like 6 months ago.
Get the F out of here. Give me info on that. I had no idea.
I didn't either. What dopes?
Wolfmother had just an amazing debut. They just came from nowhere and just exploded, and they're... Wow, who's the problem in that band? Who's the ass?
Why don't you be the keyboardist?
Right.
or the tambourine player.
Get me info on... I had no idea. It figures. I get into a band... And it's always the case.
Yep, gone.
Everyone's saying they broke up. I'm the last to know. Speaking of music, I was reading the paper today. Bruce Springsteen does that 12-minute dumb halftime thing, right?
Yeah.
Did you see what that did for his record sales? All of a sudden, everyone decided they're Bruce Springsteen fans.
They got to buy the record.
How does that
amazing?
happen?
It just is amazing.
Like, I understand with a band, all of a sudden...
That's stupid news, people. God damn it.
Are they doing fake earthquake stuff?
Yes. There's a reporter standing there reporting on this faux earthquake that happened in Jersey.
There's a little shake. That was it.
It doesn't happen in Jersey. It's just ridiculous.
Most people didn't even wake up.
Yeah. And then they had a reporter on the scene, and they started shaking the camera violently. So it, got my peripheral vision. Those dopey news people.
We get more respect than local news. How sad is that?
Local news stinks.
Yeah, but I would kind of understand if it was a band that no one really heard of, and you can't say Super Bowl, but all of a sudden, they get a nice moment, wow, I got to check out this new band. They sound great. But a band like Springsteen that's been around forever, they played the halftime show, and next thing you know, all these people are now Bruce Springsteen fans?
Yeah.
That's weird to me. Where have you been?
Who is this young kid from Jersey? I got to pick this record up.
It makes you think of him, that's why, because when Tom Petty did it, I'm not a Tom Petty fan, but I know who he is.
Sure.
And I heard, what is it, Running
Down a Dream, which is a great song. Maybe it's not cool to say it's a great song, but it really is.
It's a great tune.
A really good song.
Just plug your nose. Running down a dream.
Yeah. Him and Del Shannon were singing. How do you...
Me?
Running down a dream.
So that was a great tune. I watched another Super Bowl.
Go up, to live like a refugee.
What song
Just
is
hold
that?
your nose.
What song is that?
Refugee.
Tom Petty's.
He's had some hits in his day.
A few.
I, of course, liked his performance in The Postman.
How can anyone not like this?
No? Kevin Costner movie, The Postman, where he played the head of that town that was... Yeah.
Alrighty.
So I heard this at the Super Bowl.
Wait, me and Del were singing. Coming up.
That was just...
Then he committed suicide. And I got richer.
The Postman was nothing more than Waterworld on the land.
Oh, yeah?
Or vice versa, which all is just the Road Warrior. That's pretty much what the Postman was. They were asking on Pal Talk.
They're promoting on Movies on Demand that Kevin Costner film that was just out.
Yeah.
Where the presidential election is tied and it comes down to one vote. I would never sit through that crap.
Did they spend millions of dollars digitally putting hair on the back of his head like they did in Waterworld?
Did they really?
Oh my God, yeah. It's like, Kevin,
get a wig.
Why don't you go get one of those? Get a wig! Yeah, but it's Waterworld. Scary.
Yeah, get a helmet.
Maury's wigs don't come off.
Paint little locks on your helmet. Get a bathing cap.
Bathing cap and take some hair, too.
Paint curls so you look like Curly Sue.
Look more real than my wig, yeah.
I'm 65 and I got a sandy blonde hairdo. Sandy blonde. I look like one of the San Andreas Beach Bums.
Your Al Pacino's amazing.
Great.
Really
Love
is
it.
good.
We were watching. I was just in the office looking at a Righteous Kill because I want to get a screen cap. Oh, and Pacino dies at the end, by the way.
Of course he
and
does.
his death scene is so bad. The last thing he says is, "I wish you continued success." And I'm like, that couldn't be the end. He had to say something. He had to yell "Frunkus" or something that they cut. But we were trying to find like screen caps of his little big platform shoes. It's dark, but you can see. It looks like he's wearing Herman Munster's shoes.
You know what? Put it in Photoshop, F with the levels a little bit.
And we'll
Pump
be all
that
right.
Up. Find them shoes.
We'll throw it up on ONARadio.com.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the Tom Petty. So you see Running Down a Dream at the Super Bowl last year.
And I went on iTunes, and I'm like, I got to get that song. And I didn't buy a whole lot of his stuff, but I bought that song. And it's like, Springsteen's a guy with a lot, to me, more recognizable songs than Tom Petty even. So you'll hear that and go, oh my God, I don't even own Glory Days.
It's just weird, though. All of a sudden, everyone decides they like Springsteen because of what they saw on...
I'll tell you why.
Bizarre to me. And someone brings up the other one. The best example of this was The Sopranos, using Don't Stop Believing.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden it was the number one downloaded song on iTunes. And to this day, it's the number one downloaded song on iTunes. And so many people didn't know that Don't Stop Believing is a pretty cool Journey song.
You forget
That's weird to me.
What song is this?
You forget that you don't have it. Like, that's all it is. And it's so immediate now.
Yeah.
10 years ago, you would have heard this and went, oh, that's cool. I got to get that. And by tomorrow morning, you're like, pfft.
You know what? You're absolutely right, too, because there have been times I've been driving, and I hear a song, I pull out the old iPhone, hit the app that I got, put it by the speaker, it knows what song it is, and I'm downloading the song, and it's a song that, like, I never would have just thought of. It's happened just the other day with Bad Company, Silver, Blue, and Gold.
Oh,
I was listening to it, and I'm just like, it's not a song I would ever go, oh, I got to get out and get that. But I'm listening to it. I realize I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put it on. It's becoming easier to do things like that.
It's just weird how that works, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like, Don't Stop Believing has been on the radio for 20-some-odd years, every effing day on the classic rock stations, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now all of a sudden people liked it because it was in their favorite TV show.
Yeah.
That's bizarre to me. That's all I'm saying.
Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that you don't have to go buy the album now?
Yep.
You can just buy the song.
Exactly. It's so easy.
And the fact that you're on iTunes, it's not even really like you're spending money.
Yeah.
You know, because you're just downloading it. You don't think that it's being charged to your
just adds up
bank
after a
account.
while.
And you're right
It's
there. It's
worth
a
it.
buck.
Exactly.
If you looked at every song you have and realized you paid a buck for each one,
I don't need a lot of them.
it's like, wow, I paid a lot of money.
The kids are spoiled today. We had to buy the albums, man.
But it's 99 cents a clip, and you're not downloading, like, a lot every day. Like, once you get your initial collection of songs that you want, and then, you know, in a couple of days, you hear another song, and you go, I'll get that. It's a buck. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, if you stop smoking, you download the songs, you're paying just as much.
Getting back to Bad Company, just quick.
Yeah.
Favorite Bad Company song?
Silver, Blue, and Gold.
Favorite?
Yeah.
I don't know one Bad
like
Company
this one.
song.
I go Shooting Star.
Nah, that's too
I know it's commercial.
commercial. This is just, and this isn't because, like, I don't like Bad Company for a lot of their rockin' songs or anything like that.
You don't like Bad Company? Buy Bad Company off the
Bad
album
Company.
Bad Company.
This is like, you know,
This is a
kinda
cool song.
starts mellow, and then the hook is really cool. You like it?
I don't know it.
You'll probably know the chorus.
Shooting Star, I know. Don't you know? That's the one?
Yeah.
I like that too.
This is kind of like more mellow. What's the singer's name?
Wow. No clue. Who? What?
No.
I have no idea.
Because he's got a...
We're getting to the hook
Oh,
here.
it's Paul Hargis.
Yeah, Paul Rogers.
Oh, yeah, Paul Rogers, sure.
you.
Of course. We should have known that. Yeah, the hook's good, Ant. Hey, what do you got on Wolfmother there,
Wait,
Travis?
Is this the hook? Is this the hook?
Yeah, it just went by.
How can I don't know the song.
No? It's kind of it's not an obscure Bad Company song, but it's not one of their better known ones.
Program directors were scared to play this.
Yeah.
Some were brave enough to put it on the radio.
This sounds like the driving music, like during a 1976, like beach movie or whatever when they're driving. This sounds like the montage music you'd listen to. It's kind of a nice
montage. I like those songs too, though, where like you kind of it brings you back to certain moments. there are certain songs that are just like, oh yeah, that was playing. It was like a soundtrack to your life movie, and certain songs are playing, and you're just kind of like, oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
very cool. Hey, what do you got on Wolfmother? Well, I'm hearing now they're getting back together, but the lead singer's recruiting new guys.
Yeah, the lead singer's doing kind of like an Axl Rose thing, but I mean, it's not really like that because they weren't as big as Guns N' Roses, but he's going to use the Wolfmother name. But I think Jim said, wouldn't it be funny if it was like the keyboard player? That's what it was.
Okay, so the answer is no. The answer is no. It wasn't funny.
No.
Wait, what was wrong with the keyboard?
The keyboard player left the band after a festival, and then the drummer decided he was going to leave too.
Wait, it was the keyboard?
Yeah.
Why did he decide to leave the band? I mean, the Wolfmother sound is really cool, but the lead singer is pretty recognizable as being Wolfmother.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really knew who the guitar player for Wolfmother was,
No.
So, the keyboard / bass player left, and
you know how many bands are trying to make it, and you make it, and then you get stupid.
A lot of people do that. Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with these guys?
Get some money together first. Get a bunch of records together. What dopes?
The Wolfmother album was huge.
Because you can't figure that they made that much off of that album because they were nobodies before that.
Right. Yeah, they weren't able to sign the big, huge record deal probably, and it's one of the rare times where the whole album is good.
Don't you get killed on your first album usually? Like you just until you have enough juice to
they
go.
say, sure. Yeah. All right. Unfortunately, because we went off-roading a little bit, we're going to have to wait with the Christian Bale.
But you promised it wasn't a tease.
You know what? People are going to kill me, but I was ready to go with this.
Yeah, screw him.
And also there was a phone call, and I'm hoping the guy will call back. He saw the Pink Panther movie. He said it's amazing how bad it is. And I want to talk to that guy. He goes, I forgot his exact quote, but it was really good. Because it's amazing how horrendous this movie is.
I'll tell you why. Because Steve Martin is very out of touch. He doesn't realize that he's a thief and that he's just been redoing comedies. And as a comedian, when you're just redoing roles, you are stealing.
This one really bothers us as a show.
This one makes me sick to my stomach.
Because we're old enough to remember the Peter Sellers Pink Panther movies that were just, they didn't need to be fixed. They were great.
We feel like we made it our own. No, you didn't, douche. You didn't make it your own.
Yeah.
And it's not yours to make your own, you scumbag. God, is he pompous. Be the funny white guy with Queen Latifah, you wig-wearing old whore. Shut up.
Is it a wig?
I don't know. Either way, I'm saying it is.
He might be one of the lucky ones.
Maybe he is.
Here's Greg in D.C. We'll go with this before the break.
Ooh.
And the Christian Bale,
Yeah. It'll stay.
I wasn't even trying to tease.
It's not perishable.
It's great. it's the big story today, I'm thinking. Greg, you saw the Pink Panther movie?
I did, boys, and if you'd allow me to share my antidote with you about it.
Sure.
That's Opie's mouse joke.
It is incredibly awful. It is one of these movies that Jimmy would watch and go, oh, my God, I love this. This is the greatest movie ever. Because they take Jean Reno, who is a French actor, an amazing French actor, and he has one of the worst French accents just to make Steve Martin's French accent sound believable.
Yeah, he's French, that guy. So
yes, and they screw it up. And they also have Alfred Molina. He has a bad British accent. Andy Garcia screws up an Italian accent that starts sounding Russian.
These guys.
Another overactor, Andy Garcia.
Oh, yeah.
When a man loves a woman, did you see that when he got sober, that stupid movie?
No.
What was
The movie's just horrible. I mean, I watched this with, I'm a middle school teacher, and I got free tickets. A bunch of the kids were there. So, yeah, exactly. Well, we could have him in one day. So all these kids are there, and people are laughing hysterically at these terrible, terrible scenes. Steve Martin should be shot for what he did to Peter Sellers.
And I don't.
These are not Pink Panther.
But the young, I call them demos, are laughing. They're enjoying this crap.
Yeah, they are, and it was awful. The funniest part of the entire movie for people who had half a brain,
people saying it sounds
which
like
was
Howie
me
Mandel
and a buddy of mine who drank before we went. There was one line Steve Martin had where he's talking about all the cats this girl that he likes has, and one of the cats has the name Caligula.
Oh, no.
That was the funniest part of the... Yeah, that's exactly how funny the movie is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fast Freddy's saying that he was on Letterman last night, this Steve Martin, and it's must-play video, so maybe we can take a peek to see what that was all about.
If any of you have the time to buy it on the street, watch it. It is worth every douche chill you will get to see this movie.
Jimmy, let's go and see it so we can really talk about it on the show.
Jean Reno has never done a better role than the pedophile in The Professional. Jesus Christ. You ever see that movie?
No.
Oh, is that who that is?
Christ.
No. Jean Reno didn't try to perform anything with her. She was the one trying to seduce him.
Yeah, well, you watch that movie. I don't care. He's looking at her.
That's true. Well, hey, who wasn't? She's hot.
All right, Greg, thank you.
Her sexiest role.
Yeah, Greg,
as a 12-year-old.
All right, let's go to Jared in Boston. Jared.
Hey, Steve Martin was on SNL this weekend. You have to get some clips off of YouTube because it is biblically bad.
He was usually a
biblically. That's great.
You think he has a clue that he's just hacking it up across all platforms right now?
He used to be a good SNL host.
Yeah, he's.
What I can't figure out is if he's now doing a goof on himself, and that's the bit. I don't know. It was horrific.
But is it a real goof? Is it like a silly, ironic thing, or is it like really? Does he just come out dressed like a prostitute and say, "This is what I now do for a living"?
That would have been funny compared to what was actually on TV.
All right, we got to get the boys working on some Steve Martin clips.
Just drag Peter Sellers' rotting corpse onto the stage, and people will be laughing because they think it's a prop, but actually have Peter Sellers' like skeletal remains, and then he could just like eat off the ribs and bones and just devour him.
This one just bugs us, man. This is a biggie for us
because I'm the girl. I'm the girl. What?
It's not. It's not funny. And B, it's stolen, man.
Yeah.
You stole it, stupid. And I know it's like, but people are like, oh, it's a big deal. Maybe it's not to people. All right, fine. He's going to make a lot of money. They'll probably make $100 million. What do I know?
Bend his skeleton over and sodomize it.
That would be more dignified.
More dignified.
The clanking of those bones against the wall of the casket while Steve pumped away with that bad black mustache and stupid white hair.
You think he cries himself to sleep because he knows what he's doing?
Nope, he doesn't
Or do you
care.
think he sounds? No. He sleeps soundly.
He's surrounded by a bunch of people who tell him he's a comic genius, which he's not. He's a funny guy, but he's not. He's to me, he's just become irrelevant because he doesn't know what a cornball he is.
He was funny. It's it.
All right, we got to take a break. Christian Bale audio next. We got to do this.
Really?
And we also got to get a mousetrap update. We set the mousetraps. Our other studio. We work from 2 studios every day. The other studio was infested with mice. We learned that yesterday. So we set electric mousetraps with our names on them, and we got a little bet going. So we'll check in with the mousetraps next.
Bags a mouse first.
That's right. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Oh, Jim Norton, Caroline's, right? That's a couple days away now.
I know, I can't believe it's here. February 5 through 8. This week I'm in New York. 212-757-4100.
Nice.
I got one show on sale in Philly, which I got to plug, Upper Darby. Me and Artie Lang doing the Tower Theater, February 21st. But if you're in New York this weekend, that means nothing to you. You can just come watch me at Caroline's.
Very cool.
And I'm doing a whole new physical thing on stage now, like a Jim Carrey type thing.
No, you're not.
Shut up.
I am. I do characters and stuff like that. It's very funny. Like, if somebody heckles me, I figure out this really funny thing. Like, somebody, like, yell, "You suck."
You suck.
All righty then. It plays. You're going to go nuts.
You got to see that in an audience atmosphere.
They go ballistic.
I bet.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy, physical.
You do it like a song and dance number?
I do. I close. I tell everybody I kid because I love. It's a little song I wrote. I kid because I love.
In a top hat.
Yeah, I kid.
Oh, I would throw a tomato at your face.
They're handed out at the door. You're supposed to make salad with them, but occasionally people get carried away and throw them at my fat face.
Big thing of cabbage.
It's also part of it. You're supposed to make cabbage hats. It's part of the fun at the end. Tomato salad and cabbage hats. And we all laugh and do like a long chorus line thing.
Dude, can we make a cabbage hat on E-Rock, please?
Oh.
Please. I don't even know how we would get that done.
Oh, just hollow it out and put it on his head.
Yeah, a cabbage hat.
But it would have to be anchored down just in case it's a windy day with something goopy.
Yeah.
E-Rock has a body like a Cabbage Patch Kid. That's what he looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Wow, he does.
With all this abuse, you would think he'd be anorexic by now,
No.
but he continues to.
He goes the other way.
Don't give a crap.
You know what his Cabbage Patch name would be? Chubby O Worthless.
Wow, this guy doesn't like...
I don't believe it. Not me.
He doesn't like you, Jimmy.
Oh, no.
We'll get to his call in a second, but we promised and if we don't get to this Christian Bale audio, look.
Oh, my God.
Look, it has to happen during the segment. Mars is on the phone with a mouse update. Our other studio infested with mice to the point where one bumped into Danny the other day. The guys are working, and
that sounds like he was walking into the office and like, oh, excuse me.
yeah. But it's a little mouse briefcase. And guys have seen him like scurry across the counters as they're trying to cut up audio and stuff. It's a real problem. So we're trying to see who could catch a mouse first today. We got electric trap set at the other place, and Mars is over there. Let's get an update. Mars, what do you got, man?
Good morning, guys. Nothing dead yet, but certainly we had 3 sightings so far.
3 sightings?
Yes, 3 sightings. Especially by the area that Travis works on the Dillette by the vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
That I saw one there, and Evan saw one by his area by Buddy's area.
Ooh, there's a mouse trap set in your buddy's area.
Right.
He's the hoarder, by the way, that we have to work with.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You guys got all the primo spots except one. The primo spot also is where Danny felt the mouse run over his toes.
Yeah.
That's a good spot there. So if you don't mind, we're going to have the interns also set up one of the simple traps.
Okay.
And we'll beat you. They want to beat you with their simple trap.
A snap trap, one of those?
And these electric traps are definitely set, right? We watch the light go on and off?
Absolutely, buddy.
All right. As soon as we catch one, please call the show there, Mars.
Absolutely, guys. No problem.
All right, Mars. We love Mars. We don't get him on the radio often, but he's a good man.
Yeah, it's terrible on the air, but...
Yeah. Rich in Georgia. Rich.
Hey, how y'all doing? Listen, I don't like Jimmy. I love Jimmy.
Thank you.
But I'd have to say that, if you look at Steve Martin, what he's been doing his entire career, I'm 40, so I grew up with the stupid, wild, and crazy guy era through the head. But he's been doing that same character his entire career. It's just this time it has a sorry French accent. And, yes, I love Peter Sellers, too.
And I love sausages.
Dude, hold on. I don't disagree with you. Like, stuff like The Jerk and The Man with Two... There's a lot of funny stuff he did, and people do at times remake comedies, which I still find is unnecessary. But this one bothers me so much because Sellers was so defined as Clouseau. It was so completely him. And then there's just something that really bothers me. Like, there's other ones like Father of the Bride. I don't associate that so strongly with one guy.
Because they're original characters and he's doing his own thing. You love it or hate it, at least he's, trying something.
Yeah, it's this one.
To try to make something that was just a classic and people forgot that it was a classic, it's sad. It's sad for Peter Sellers' family that this is going on.
Because Peter Sellers wasn't corny or muggy. I mean, he was deadpan. Like, he really was this guy.
Yeah, he played it off like he was really this guy, yeah.
And there was no wink about, hey, look what I'm doing, hamburger. Yeah. There was none of that crap. That's how he really talked.
He's making a mockery of what Peter Sellers created.
Right, and I understand that, but the thing is when your target audience is 5-year-olds to 12-year-olds, you have to be corny and goofy. It's not like he's trying to be edgy.
Yeah. No, I know he's not, and I'm not saying you have to be edgy to be funny. I don't like the fact that he's stolen this role, and I'm going to keep trashing him for it. But look, I'm not saying I never liked Steve Martin. He's done a lot of really funny. I thought All of Me with Lily Tomlin was hilarious. The Jerk. He's done a lot of funny stuff.
I like The Jerk. Yeah, I think it starts there and ends there with me. I'm really trying to think. I mean, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I love that movie, but I mean, anyone could have done the Steve Martin character in that movie. All right,
I love you guys.
All right, Rich, thank you. Yeah, it's cool. You got your opinion. It's all good.
It'll make $100 million too. I mean,
no kidding, and that's going to enrage you.
Of course it will.
Yep. Skydiver survives when his tandem instructor died during a jump.
Wow.
This just in. We're going to try to get more on that in a few minutes. But first, if we don't play the Christian Bale audio, they're not going to be happy out there in Radio Land. Christian Bale, this audio is making the rounds. We got a crystal clear copy of this. He's on the set of what? Terminator, Ant?
Yeah.
Is it a TV show or a movie?
Movie.
A movie, and they're redoing Terminator.
Yeah.
Well, not really. That I know they're doing a
it's pretty much
a prequel.
The future.
No, it's the war with the
It's
machines.
the war.
Okay.
It's after the machines have become aware.
What about the governor?
It sounds like a pretty good premise, but I'm sure he'll talk like this.
Oh, he does. I don't know when he started to suck, but boy, when he jumped in and sucked him with both feet. Hey.
You see, they're making.
Is he playing John Connor in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You see, they're making a G.I. Joe movie.
Yeah.
I saw that during the Super Bowl, Mike.
I know. I'm hoping to get promotional money just walking around in my regular clothes. I was civilian yesterday. No one noticed.
It was weird. Like you were a regular
today,
guy.
Yeah. Today I'm back to being Sandinista.
Very good.
They're just comfy clothes.
I hear you.
5'11".
I'm sweat guy. I need more sweatpants.
Do you? Yeah, you are sweatpants guy.
Oh, yeah.
And Jimmy's just casual Jimmy.
I'm Jimmy Jeans. That was my nickname in high school. In fact, you don't want to call me Jimmy Jeans. After repeated discussions in the office, it's just kind of bothering me now. I said it's Jimmy Jeans or it's nothing.
I thought it was Christian Jimmy. I can't keep up with this.
It's not all about Christianity. We all know who he is, praise his name. But my name is Jimmy Jeans.
Jimmy Jeans.
Why do you think I like Christian Bale? I love his name, praise it.
Well,
Christian.
That's right. That's right.
I got you, praise.
Well, Kent, the movie guy, he's been waiting for this moment, so he knows why Christian Bale freaked out. So we'll let Kent, the movie guy, set this up. Go ahead, Kent.
Hey, so they were filming the most emotional scene, probably the only one in the entire film.
Yeah.
And their director of photography is this guy named Shane Hurlbutt. And he's pretty inexperienced. He hasn't shot very many action films, and basically wasn't in the scene or in the shot, but was just in Christian Bale's point of view.
Oh, boy.
And, yeah, like behind, he was filming a scene with Bryce Dallas Howard, and he was right behind her staring at lights and messing with lights, and that's basically what set Bale off. He hasn't been able to do, like, a dramatic role for a long time, so now that he gets to do something where he emotes a little bit, this guy comes in and just starts trompling around with the lights and everything, and that's basically what set Bale off.
He was distracted. You know, and I could relate. Back at AAF, I remember when we were trying to create, as we all know by now, if you linger longer, we are artists creating on a daily basis. Yes. And we had some creation we were in the middle of up there. And then we had the fat guy, the engineer, I forgot his name, Eric. I liked Eric.
Eric, yeah.
With the drill.
He was drilling and hammering.
As we're trying to do our radio show.
Yeah. He's drilling and hammering. It's like there's construction going on as we're trying to do a show. But, you know, we're professional. We're raw as above.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to the Christian Bale audio. Here's him just losing his mind.
I want you off the set, you prick. Sorry. No, don't just be sorry. Think for 1 second. The are you doing? Are you professional or not? Yes, I am. Do I walk around and rip that? No, shut the up, Bruce. Do I want? No. No. Don't shut me up. Am I going to walk around and rip your lights down in the middle of a scene? Then why the are you walking right through? Da-da-da-da, like this in the background. What the is it with you?
He's fantastic. I love him.
Yeah, I understand. It's amazing. Like, I hate to say I'm kind of side with Christian Bale when you're doing something like that and some dumbbell. Not that I know what it's like to act like that. I never did anything more than shut up, Lou. But I can imagine you get yourself in this headspace to do something. You know, people wonder, how do they do so well on film? How do they make you believe it? It's like when you finally get into that place to do it and some ass yutzes through.
I don't care if he's right or wrong.
Yeah.
I just love anyone that can get this angry and curse like this. This is me. I love listening to this. It's, I don't do it in the workplace. That's Opie.
No. That's true. You do it when certain people move into the neighborhood.
Right.
Property values. What the
are you doing selling to it? That's the house next door to me, you lover.
That's what all the Jews said to whoever sold you the house.
True.
You really think you bring up the property value, mafia boy?
Right. Very good, Jimmy. The only non-Jew in the neighborhood.
Oh, boy, you were
sitting
disgraced.
right there in front of me.
I just had my Christmas lights taken down last week. Boy, were they angry.
How belligerent are you? Santa Claus in July.
That constant reminder of their crime against him.
You know, you kid, but if I could have a couple of minutes here.
Chris and Jimmy?
Yes, of course.
Or Jimmy Jeans?
You know, it is that Christ came to them, praise his name.
Let's get back to the Christian Bale
Two Jews
audio.
walk into a bar, and that bar was called Damnation. Praise his name.
Wow.
I know, I don't want to do this, Christian Jones.
Of course.
Hey, we got to get the Bale audio on.
Yes.
It continued.
There's more. There's
oh,
more.
My God.
Plenty more. Don't worry.
That's just the beginning.
You got any idea about, hey, it's distracting having somebody walking up behind Bryce in the middle of the scene? Give me a answer. What don't you get about it?
I was looking at the light.
Oh, good for you. And how was it? I hope it was good because it's useless now, isn't it? Sake, man, you're amateur.
Wow. He's hot under the collar.
When are you going to play the Christian Bale audio?
Hey, I'm a...
I thought that was you to Travis the other day.
Come on, everybody.
Relax.
Present your heart to the sky.
What?
Wait, what kind of... I wonder... Now, here's what I wonder. Like, was he really this angry? Does he need this to kind of stay in character? Like,
either way, you're a psychopath.
Yeah.
Either way, you're a psychopath. Mm-hmm. Listen to this guy.
In the middle of the scene, he does walk up while they're shooting. He walks in his lights.
Yeah, in his line of sight.
It's hard enough, like, when I would have to emote.
Oh, yes, Jim.
Like, I would have to be angry or creepy. It's so hard because you have lights around you and a camera anyway. It's completely
He stinks, and I don't like him.
Do you know that was a 75-take thing? the first time I did it on Spider-Man, they're like, action. I was like, he stinks, and I don't like him. They're like, no, it's not a musical.
Gotta work.
He stinks, and I don't like...
They're like, enough with the Ethel Merman. I'm like, I have to tribute her.
More Christian Bale on set, losing his mind.
Look, G, you have something to say to this prick? Well, somebody should be watching and keeping an eye on him. Fair enough. This is the second time that he doesn't give a about what is going on in front of the camera.
Oh.
All right? I'm trying to do a scene here, and I'm going, why the is Shane walking in there? What is he doing there? Do you understand my mind is not in the scene if you're doing that? Stay off the set, man. For sake.
Wow.
That was the second time he had done that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You just said it. Yeah, this is the second time.
2 times.
That's what you get.
You son of a bitch. Get off.
Kick your ass. You know, shut up for a second, all right? I'm going to go. Do you want me to go trash your lights? Do you want me to trash them? Then why are you trashing my scene?
I'm not trying to trash.
You are trashing my scene. You do it one more time, and I ain't walking on this set if you're still hired. I'm serious. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy, but I don't cut it when you around like this on set. Let's get Tom and put this back on. Let's go again. Seriously, man, you and me, we're done professionally. Yes.
Wow.
Do you like Huey Lewis and the News?
Yes.
That's a good one, huh?
This is Phil Collins.
You're doing to this scene what I did to the Batman character. You're ruining it.
Tony in Jersey. Tony! Tony, let's go.
Yo.
We're having a good one today, Tony.
He's on the air.
He's probably hoping that I'll yell, but I'm not.
That's right. You take a phone call and you don't even answer the bloody thing. What the f***'s wrong with you? You're ruining the show. We got a call lined up and you can't even take the call. Your name is up there. I said your name and you don't. What's the matter with you? I'm not going to do a show with these phones.
Steve, get in here! How many times have I told you I need this audio? You've never told me that, but you knew I was thinking it.
All right.
You f***ing get.
All right, I get it. They're not psychic.
Pendulum was crap.
Ann taught me that lesson a few months ago. I've changed. And it's like, I got to tell you, these guys aren't psychic.
I know.
I remember that conversation. I'm like, oh, oops. Jason, Virginia.
Travis, you hand out one f***ing piece of paper when I'm trying to do a f***ing live read.
I discussed that.
You're f***ing distracting me. Oh, wait, he's relaxing.
I discussed it. I didn't yell at that one.
And here's at Opie's house. Stop picking your f***ing nose! How does Lindsay sound like that?
She doesn't. That was him in the mirror.
Oh, jeez.
She just sat in the living room covering her ears like Matthew Modine in Full Metal Jacket going, I've married a psychopath. Help me.
Let's go to Jason in Virginia Beach.
Barrel time.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Yeah, what's up, Jason?
Hey, you're all calling him a psychopath, but Ant's walking around in fatigues, and you're smashing CD players every other day, so go figure.
Crazy.
I did kick a CD player the other day.
It's my urban warfare attire.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
That a boy.
Yes.
Now, Mike might have a little more info on this clip. Mike in Jersey.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Mikey.
Is there any doubt that this guy did not beat the crap out of his mother and sister when he was in London a few months ago?
Yeah, but who knows? She might have talked at the wrong time. I like this Christian Bale guy. You're right, Ann. I turned the corner on him.
Come on, Mom!
But is this an old...
bloody...
Whoa.
Way to beat the wrong one.
Wow.
It was also a perfect adjective for
it's one of those. Yes, of course it was. Maybe it was just, maybe she was cranky.
Now, was this done before he had a problem with his mom and sister? Is this an old clip?
No, this has to be relatively new.
Maybe it just is finally getting out there.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take a break. Oh! Black History Month has begun. Yeah.
Speaking of which, Flavor Flav's on Fox and Friends, and I don't know what is on his upper lip, but he looks like he rubbed Vaseline on his face.
Oh, yeah.
He really has Coke sweats.
Coke sweats. Yeah, something's going on there. What is that?
I don't know. He looks like Nixon during the JFK debate.
What is he doing? He's got, there's something going on.
He's just really sweaty, man.
He might have just come from Frederica Bimmel's autopsy.
Oh, my God. Yo, man, they look to you. It matters. Y'all got to leave the room. I'll take care of her now.
Yeah.
Yeah, fatso. Oh, Frederico is a fat pig.
Oh. Stupid diamond cuts in your back, pig.
She's like, I met this boy, and he's talking to me. Next thing he's carving a dress out of her skin.
Of course. Oh, with a stupid fat thinks they're sexy pictures in our music box.
Yeah.
Oh, how uncomfortable did she look in those giant panties?
Terrible. Big fat girl finally has the attention of a boy.
Scrap to those pictures. Oh. And then, didn't she leave them there for the father to find?
No, I know that they were tucked away, and Jodie Foster just knew where to look.
Yeah, they were in like the back of the music box.
Yeah.
And she pulled the thing off, takes the pictures out, looks at them, and it's Frederica Bimmel's fat body in underwear. And then she just leaves the pictures there for the poor father to find.
He probably took them.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. It's Black History Month. We started this yesterday. We're gonna feature somebody every day on the Opie and Anthony show.
Probably tried to eat that moth who's hungry. It wasn't even planted there.
Well, no, there was so much peanut butter and stuff lodged in her throat that the moth flew in behind a raccoon and a badger to get at all the food in her palates. The chrysalis or pupa.
Pupa.
What?
You guys know that during the show I'm browsing what you guys are talking about all the time, right? So I just threw Frederica Bimmel into a Google image search.
Yeah.
On the second row, there's a copy of Jim Norton's Happy Endings book.
I see that. Look at that.
And if you go down a little further, there's actually an Opie and Anthony picture of all three of you guys. So that's how much notoriety Frederica Bimmel has gotten
in this program.
You guys are pretty much now synonymous with her.
Of course.
We should be.
We should be at this point.
I love the
all
fact
the mentions
that in the Silence of the Lambs after when they show Hannibal, There's the prequel. He's even fatter, which I guess is great. I went on Atkins after Meg just threw something in my mouth. The chrysalis or pupa, right? Got it. You're mysterious. Shut up, idiot. Where's Fats the puppet? Stupid.
You're mysterious.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Black History Month. We're gonna feature another fine African American today.
Yes.
To celebrate Black History Month, the Opie and Anthony Show is recognizing those historic African Americans without whom this country would not be the melting pot it is today. Today we honor State Representative Alvin A. Holmes from Montgomery, Alabama, whose diction, vocabulary, and public speaking ability have set a benchmark for black politicians for years to come.
Yeah, what's wrong with the beer we got? I mean, the beer we got drank pretty good, don't it? I ain't never heard nobody complain about the beer we have. It drank pretty good.
Well said, Mushmouth. Stay tuned for more icons of black history.
What's the name of some of them other beers? Budweiser and what else? Miller?
That's funny.
Opie and Anthony. You never know who's going to stop on by. Joe DeRosa in studio. You got what, a Comedy Central special?
Yeah, Friday night at 10:30.
Very
Comedy
cool.
Central.
Is that your first?
It's my first.
Congrats, my friend.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, man.
You're moving on up.
Trying.
Finally.
Trying. I'm going to up this $27,000 a year salary into 30. Into 30 by next year.
You're going to be an overnight sensation, even though you've been at it, what?
7 long years.
Yeah, I love when they do that. Wow, he's an overnight sensation. No, these guys have been working on this for many, many years, finally getting a break.
Well,
Joe should get a break.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, there's a story.
Story?
That is just hitting the wire. A skydiver, skydive horror for newbie as instructor dies mid-jump.
Yeah, you get these tandem jumpers. You're pretty much strapped on the front of the skydiver, and he jumps out of the plane and does everything. You get to enjoy the ride down, but you don't have to do anything.
Yeah. Well, listen to this.
Yeah.
Just imagine the horror. A rookie skydiver on his first ever jump.
And last.
Had to glide himself to safety after his instructor died of a heart attack as they parachuted from a few thousand feet up.
Wow.
On the way down, guy dies. You're still strapped to him. And you don't really know what the F you're doing because you're going with the guy. And now you got to figure this out.
All right. The guy had pulled the chute, though, before he died.
I don't know.
That's kind of what I'm...
Let's see. Daniel Farr, 25, who was strapped to the doomed teacher, managed to grab control of the chute and steer his way to landing in a South Carolina field. So that makes it sound like maybe the chute was already...
The chute was opened, and he had to, pull on the old handles.
Farr tried to give CPR to stricken instructor George Chip Steele. George Chip Steele, 49. But it was too late. The drop zone drama unfolded Saturday when Farr went to a skydiving facility for the jump. A Christmas gift from his girlfriend.
Hey, those gifts are the dumbest things you could do. Like, hey, I gave you a gift of bungee jumping. I gave you the gift of skydiving. Here's the gift of base jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I won't mind that much if you die.
Yeah, I bought you flying through the air with a corpse strapped to your back for your
You know what, though?
birthday.
You got a story. The guy's got a story for the rest of his life. He's the guy.
Is this a really dumb question? I'm amazed. How did they know that he died in the air and not? Is that really a dumb question?
He was alive when they jumped out of the plane, and he's dead when they were on the ground.
Yes, right.
But I mean,
somewhere in between there, Joe.
Could an impact or something?
Somewhere.
All right, it was a dumb question.
The last
Never
thing
mind.
he said, I know this, was the guy, they jumped and the guy asked a question, and he goes, wow, it's really quiet up here. And the instructor said, welcome to my world.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the last thing
No,
he
for
said.
real, that's what happened.
The last thing he said.
Because
And then
people
he
don't realize when you jump out of a plane, it's really eerily quiet as you're plummeting to the earth.
Is that true? He said, welcome to my
world.
That was his last word.
Well, and goodbye from mine was his answer.
A few seconds passed and Farr asked his instructor another question. This time, Steele didn't answer. Now he's dead guy.
Wow, that was quick.
Now he's dead guy.
And I'm sure they'll be like, he died doing what he loved doing.
Being strapped to a man.
Yeah.
He hated
Front to
skydiving.
back. Yeah.
But he loved ass rape.
What a great excuse to be very close to men.
Yes. Front to back like that? Wow.
Like a Cialis and jump.
Oh, I love that though, because it's just a way to make us all feel better. He died doing what he
loved doing.
They said that about my principal. He died scuba diving out east on Long Island,
torn apart by a shark. He died doing what he wanted to do, be fish food.
I think he had like a heart attack 100 feet down. You got to think that's a horrific death, and that's how they spun it to us little kids. He died doing what he loved doing. And I remember as a kid even thinking, wow, that's a horrific way to go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
underwater
horrible.
Like that.
That's horrible. Jesus God.
There's nothing
almighty.
fun about it.
How old was he?
Wow, when you're a kid, the guy could have been 40, but in my little kid mind, he looked like he was 60.
70,
yeah. Yeah, I have no idea.
When you die doing what you love, when J-Lo mistakes your face for a bike seat and you drop dead, that's a fair time to say you died doing what you love.
So he asked another question, and the instructor did not answer.
J-Lo joke, by the way. Good one.
It was nice. Realizing something was amiss, Farr grabbed a steering device and tried to avoid trees in a house. He landed in a field and tried to help steal until paramedics arrived. Even after the terrifying adventure, Farr said what? Ed?
I'll still go skydiving.
Give yourself a nice little belt for the correct answer, my friend. Yes. That is, the guy's got a good story, though. If you know you're going to survive that, I would take that deal. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Makes your life a little more interesting that you survive something like that.
Dead guy on your back?
You can never, I don't know. He can never tell the story on anything, though, because he's too close to the incident, and he's always got to worry about that guy's family getting upset.
Yeah.
He's bragging that he went to the air with a dead guy strapped to him.
I didn't even need him.
Yeah.
I cut him loose, actually. He plummeted.
Yeah.
And I realized he was just dead weight.
Yeah. I knew I was a pro. I know I could do this on my own.
I could steer a chute.
That sucks.
You think he had dead guy breath just as he's trying to land this?
No, because you're dead. There's nothing coming out.
Well, it starts to, well, you know what I mean. It starts with the rotting process.
The mouth might smell a little bit.
It starts getting dry immediately.
It's just the trip down. It's not like rigor is setting in.
I was going to say, how fast does the rigor mortis set in? Do you think
Jimsy?
By the time he hit the ground, they knew he was dead, Sam.
Oh, Jimsy. Yeah. It was an accident.
Yeah.
It was a tragedy.
Yes. He had botulism from the plain water.
Oh, wow. That's a bold statement. I thought he just had a heart attack on the way down.
I have little skinny teeth.
Yeah. You empty your bowels as soon as you die. So that could have been a problem,
nice.
too.
Oh, that might have happened.
That's nice.
I'm still going with the bad smell thing. There's got to be something going on.
Yeah.
Hey, you watched the Super Bowl there, Joe?
I didn't. I was on a friggin' plane the whole time.
You missed one of the greatest games in Super Bowl history.
If I cared at all about sports, I'd be upset.
You're not a sports
right now.
guy.
I'm not a sports guy at all. Look at me. I'm a mess.
You're perfect for watching sports.
I can't even play sports on Xbox. It's embarrassing. Was it a good game?
Yeah, it really was.
Apparently,
I fell asleep myself.
Best Super Bowl
in
ever.
the third quarter, but
yeah, they are.
But it wasn't.
Well, that's what they're saying.
I don't know. It's right up there.
They are.
There were some amazing plays, and then they win because the guy's good with his tippy toes. It's a great ending.
Yeah, that's something that I see as being relatively new.
The
to
tippy
football, the being able to do that tippy toe thing. Like years ago, they'd just stumble into the end zone, look to catch the ball. There, he's out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got to practice that move.
Oh yeah,
they got to throw the ball at him right at the out of bounds line in the end zone and go. No, you got to see you keep those toes in there.
Yeah,
that isn't just something you kind of think of off the cuff.
Plant the toes and
let me do this move where I defy gravity and catch a ball.
Yeah, and they're running. They're running on their tippy toes.
Full speed.
My ankles would snap right off of my body.
I dropped the ball because I got one of those cramps from putting your foot too far down too fast. Ow! Ow! I got a cramp. Yeah, right on the arch of your foot. I'd be pulling my foot up, crying with the ref waving it as incomplete. Everyone hating me.
I get those in bed all the time, and it's so embarrassing when I have a girl.
Right?
Yeah, when I have a girl over that I don't know, and she's laying there, and I'm going, ow, 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 ow.
I I got a cramp. Wait a minute, I got a cramp, and you're pulling on your foot and your leg, and they're getting dressed.
You ever get it so bad you watch the muscle go up your leg, and you're like holding with two hands in place, praying that it's not going to move any further?
No.
You've never got one of those? Oh.
Well, maybe
you watch the whole calf muscle start moving up for the back of your knee.
The pain.
That's horrible.
I've never seen anything move like an alien in there.
And you feel it moving like there's something alive in there. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Maybe that's happened, but I haven't seen it. I'm going to look for it next time.
I can feel when a cramp is ready. It's like it's ready to start cramping up, and you're like, uh-oh, if I move my leg a certain way, I'm doomed. And then you're laying in bed just going, all right, stay like, no, that's bad.
The best one is...
And then it just... squeezes.
The best one is watching your toes try to escape from your body, and you look at it like, what are they doing?
Your muscle wants oxygen.
But all of a sudden they just start moving in directions they're not supposed to move in.
And I was just going to say, I'm so loud when I get them, and I get them at like 6 a.m., and I'm in my bed like, F, C, F, like just my neighbors must be like, what is he murdering somebody in there right now? Like just, it's the worst.
It is, embarrassing.
I asked her about the Super Bowl just to set up a clip. In Arizona, they're doing the Super Bowl thing, and somewhere in the middle of the game, a porn clip pops on the TV.
Really?
Yeah.
Someone having little shenanigans down at the old relay station.
And Danny, what do we got? This isn't the news story. This is the actual porn clip popping on?
This audio is from somebody's actual DVR. You'll notice that the audio quality, it's okay. It's a little tinny, but that's because somebody was like videotaping their television. So this is off their DVR exactly how it aired.
And this is real. This is some guy trying to do it.
No, this looks to be the real thing.
All right, here we go.
Maybe somewhere on this drive we ought to go back to that. Now they got those safeties deep again. Second and 10. Warner, touchdown! In Steeler territory. 30, 20, 10. Arizona has the lead.
Tight, but if he starts bothering you a little bit, just slap his or his pants. Just give it a little crack. Can't. It's lodged. It's lodged in there. Hold on. Let me get it out for you. There you go. If you shake a little air into it. Okay, you can.
And he went to the perfect guy in the perfect
way.
I bet you somewhere someone is furious that a football game interrupted the porn.
Yes, excuse me. I was watching some porno, and...
You think someone's calling the cable company? My porn was interrupted by some dumb game.
That's hilarious. I was hoping that it was going to come in right at the touchdown. 10, 8, pull it out of his pants.
Now people, because of this radio show, think that's our bit. This really happened.
Where did that come from?
In Arizona.
Oh, my God, that's wonderful.
Yeah. The video. How do we turn people onto this video?
This video is located on a website called Fleshbot.com.
Are we allowed to say Fleshbot?
Oh, and there it is. It's just switched to the porno portion.
Right to the porno.
Imagine sitting watching the game, and then it's like, wait, what is...
Was that actually...
Is this a commercial? Is this one of the wacky commercials?
Did they show it pop out?
Yes, they do, James.
Oh, good. So at least
Just give it a sec. And
like,
here we go.
Is this for Doritos? What commercial is this?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Is this the new Transformers TV spot you said they were going to play?
What is that?
That audio translated into the clip that we
Wow.
And then back to the game.
Yeah, the slapping you heard was him doing a hula hoop type motion. And it was something slapping against his thighs.
Yeah, side to side.
Yeah, is what you heard.
Is that are people mad when they're watching the game and that happens? I would love that.
Yeah, it would be great. I'd laugh my ass off.
I want to know more about this because this is brilliant for maybe a website or something. You get into cahoots with the guy at the TV station. Go, look, let's do this.
There's no upside, though. There's really no upside.
What if the guy's making like no money and this website, let's say, gets to him and goes, look, You got to put this clip on right in the middle of the game. We'll get national exposure. I'll give you 100 G's.
That's an interference. There's like something really illegal about it.
Yeah,
It's an FCC violation, I'm sure. And by the way, how about this porn actor? From just doing a regular porn movie, and all of a sudden your penis is on television during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's name is Evan Stone.
That's Evan Stone. That is Evan Stone. Yeah,
Look at Jimmy.
Did you recognize it?
By the way, the picture's from the hips up. I mean, down. Damn it.
Hips up.
I always get that back. I'm a dyslexic idiot.
No, when he stands up, you can see he's got the hair. In the beginning, you can see his hair in his face. That is Evan Stone.
Yeah, okay. I thought you recognized
And
him.
this was actually, I guess, there's a Club Jenna channel on whatever service provider is out there in Arizona, and this was what I guess was playing at the time.
Oh, some signals got crossed
Yes,
there, huh?
Wait, let me jump in. We got Tony. He's a cop in Arizona. Tony.
How you doing?
Good. What do you got on this?
Hey, I'm a police officer in Arizona where this happened, and it was only Comcast cable and it was only the non-HD feed. But the police departments got inundated with phone calls with people demanding that people be arrested over this because their children saw it.
Wasting 911 time because what are the cops going to do? There's porn on my TV. All right, well, come in and shoot your television.
Makes the Janet Jackson thing look like it was nothing,
Dude,
huh?
yeah, first it was Janet, now it's some guy's
Well, this was only a local thing.
Imagine if it wasn't local, though, and that went out all over everyone that was watching the Super Bowl.
That's what I thought he meant at first. And I was like, now I wish I would have watched the game.
Women calling, demanding that penis replace their husbands. Like, officer, could you shoot my husbands? Find that gentleman.
Wow.
A good boy, Evan.
Jesus, God.
Hey, we could get this done. Eric, I'm not even going to say where you're from, but you work in TV, and if someone offered you money, you would do this, right?
Yeah, if someone offered me enough money, I would definitely. I barely make anything.
And this is easy to do, right?
It would be very easy.
Wow.
It depends. If you're in master control, it's the slip of a finger. If you're in tape, you just pop in another tape.
I'm telling you, I'm surprised this hasn't happened more. You get some guys that make no money, and you go, hey, let's do this thing.
It's happened by accident. There was a guy at the CBC, his foot slipped, and he punched up porn.
No, why? Because these guys are watching porn. They're bored. They're in the control room. They have to be the guy that has to work Super Bowl Sunday, so they got something else on one of the monitors.
Never thought of that.
And all of a sudden, you hit the wrong switch by accident, and then there you go. Everyone's checking out what you're watching.
I worked in TV before comedy. I don't think it's that easy to do, man. A control room sometimes has several people in it. If it was that easy, why, like you just said, why wouldn't people be pulling this?
Why hasn't this happened before?
It's all in your position. If you can do it and not get caught, I work with 10 other people. They wouldn't know who did it.
And you tell the other guys, hey, I got it. Why don't you guys take a break? I'll watch the control room for the next hour.
That photo is depressing me, by the way. It's a still photo of her sitting there, and Evan is standing up, and you can only see him from the waist down. And he's not even. He's completely in I just woke up state. He's not ready to have sex. And it still dwarfs me when I am ready, and it's depressing.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, it's like he just woke up, and it's behemoth.
When I look at that photo, I just think, it's amazing. I automatically think that, like, the girl I'm dating would leave me in a second for that.
Yeah.
Women don't put as much focus.
They would.
The girls, of course they would. I'd leave me for that.
Girls say it's not about the size, though, Jimmy.
Yeah, but he's a professional. He has sex well, too. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't. It's not just big.
Yeah.
He has sex for hours.
Wow.
For money. You can stand on his legs and do whatever you want. They give it to you right. They give it to you proper.
That move.
I've been depressed about size lately because I've been very much enjoying the BBWs on.
Oh, really?
Ew.
No, not
big beautiful whales.
Not women, Jim. Women, have some respect, please.
You like fatties?
Not fatties, but like I like a little chub, big-breasted. You know what I mean?
Why?
Plump.
I don't know. I just kind of like it sometimes. But like, I am not well endowed enough to ever satisfy. You need to be
one of these beasts.
You know what I mean?
You got to get past all that.
Yeah, there's a lot of
There's a lot of that you got to get past before you're getting to the areas that she's like wants you to get to.
Before you get to the goodness.
Yeah. So, with a skinny girl, you're immediately there.
The goodness is
It's
pretty
like
much
no
on
journey.
The goodness is pretty much on the outside.
Yeah.
I need a girl who's just getting over an eating disorder, just right there teetering on collapse.
With a fat girl, it's like standing on the lip of a volcano and looking down and trying to punch the lava.
Yes.
By the way, I liked how that TV guy's insight into the scheme was the whole trick is not getting caught.
Yeah.
Is that what the trick is?
Well,
Is that it?
We got another guy. I work for satellite operations at CNBC. We always play around with this stuff off air. So I guess they kind of like mix in their own, like make their own little show. Bless you. There's a bunch of people that saw the clip. Let's take a couple more of these. Jason, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, Jason.
Evening.
Hey, I'm from Long Island, stationed out where this happened. And I'm watching the game with my 3-year-old daughter, and my wife's on the computer, and she's like, "Did you just put porn on? Did you just order this?" I said, "No, what the hell? What? The remote's over there." And she's like, "No, turn it off."
That's a terrible story.
I've never heard.
Dude, it's not like the story's like bad. Like you're just telling what happened, but you tell an awful story.
This is about porn during the Super Bowl, and you're wrecking it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. So then she said you put on porn, and I was like your delivery stinks, your timing's awful. Your description is horrid.
He's got all the elements; they're just there for him.
All this stuff is there. You're like it's like you stepped up to where an artist had all of his stuff, his paints, the canvas, and you just picked up the brushes and just slapped it on and made crap. Whereas an artist could have made something beautiful with the same exact tools.
I apologize, guys.
All right, no worries, Jason.
What happened at the end, Jason?
No. We'll cut our
What
loss.
did she say? We eat guacamole? What happened?
Let's go to Brad in Arizona. We'll try another one. Brad, save us, Brad.
Brian.
Brad.
All right, Brian.
Can we hear the story? Brad.
It happened twice. The first time it was the clips to the porn.
Yeah.
And they had it on for like 10 seconds, and then I guess they messed up, and that was that.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is wonderful.
Riveting.
Yeah, let's go to.
Wow, is there a pizzazz filter on the phones? Now it's removed. Oh my God! What lackluster human beings!
God,
I know it's porn.
It shocked them so much they can't even speak.
Now all I want to do is go to the phones, though.
I know.
Jeff in Indiana. Jeff, save us, please.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning, Jeff.
I wanted to say, you got to take your hats off to this guy. He pulled the ultimate Tyler Durden.
Yeah, a little Tyler Durden action in Arizona, right?
And a frunkus.
6 R's. Let's not forget.
Of course, anything more is queer.
Energy level up.
What are you going to do? All right. Well, enough of that.
That first guy sounded like he was doing coke and he couldn't get the word. My wife.
Yeah, I know. You've had conversations with people that are doing coke and their jaw's grinding and they're just babbling with a story you don't want to hear.
I've noticed that from conversation I've had with people that actually have done it. And
yeah, that's it. Conversations had in the mirror.
We got an update.
Despicable.
Comcast is offering $5 discounts for everybody that saw the porn during their Super Bowl.
Wow, $1 for every 3 inches.
You are good at math, Jimmy.
Thank you. When it comes to genitals, I was voted second most likely to guess girth.
Who was first?
My father.
Oh.
He's not gay at all, but his nickname was Size Queen Norton. And I was Size Queen Jr. It was so hard following in his filthy shadow, his oniony smelling shadow.
Joe DeRosa.
That's what happens when you work on the fly, folks.
Headline is Comedy Central special this weekend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's it?
10:30 on Friday.
Good enough. Hey, I think we saved the best story for last. 911 call to the cops. This is a good one. This is a good one.
What makes it so special?
We'll tell you after the break, Anthony. Who fan Joe?
Say again?
You like the Who?
Man, they're all right. I never really got into them. I respect them, but don't get upset.
Good boy, Joe.
Jimmy doesn't like the Who either.
Every time you say that, somebody starts yelling at you.
Very overrated.
They're kind of boring.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know?
Really?
A couple good tunes.
You know.
Anthony's with me on this one. The Who, right, bro? Come on.
I was a Giant Who fan back in what they call the day.
Yeah.
I like the day.
I just got annoyed at watching Townsend do this move over and over.
Yeah. Swinging the arm thing.
He's supposed to be impressed that he's strumming a power chord over and over because he's doing a... Yeah.
You see the Springsteen thing where he almost strangled himself with his own guitar during the Super Bowl?
No, what happened?
You didn't see his thing?
No.
He's trying to do his Pete Townsend thing, but somehow he like swings the whole guitar around his neck.
Oh, yeah.
Then plays a note and swings again. That's his thing. I used to like the Roger Daltrey swinging the mic.
The mic, he'd swing it out over the crowd.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? I watched the Springsteen concert on like VH1 Classics the other day, but it was only from a few years ago.
Yeah.
And the band comes out two at a time, and the last two guys that come out are Springsteen with Clarence, the sax player. And I was like, what the hell is Clarence going to do? They don't have sax in the music anymore. And they rip into the first song, and Clarence is sitting there with, like, a triangle. He clearly, they were just like, you could do this, and we'll still pay you, buddy.
They kind of did, like, take the sax out of his... There
hasn't been saxophone in a song since '89, I think.
You know what?
Classics.
He played the halftime show, and they made sure, like, Clarence had his sax thing working.
Well,
I think they chose songs where Clarence could, join in the fun.
It's weird, too, seeing Max Weinberg on the drum. Like, it just doesn't look right anymore.
It doesn't. He looks like your father.
Yeah. He looks like your drum teacher.
Yeah, I know that's hack to say, but he kind of has that very nerdy look now.
Yeah.
And you just so used to seeing him on Conan.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, wearing a suit.
Weird,
and he always plays like the nerdy sort of, he's the nerdy butt of the joke. It's like
not
weird.
the rocker guy.
Doesn't he play drums old school too? He's kind of like the...
Yeah, with that Gene Krupa.
Gene Krupa technique. It's like anything from a drum manual from like 1955.
That's what I mean.
That's how you look. Yeah.
He's a...
And now you just hold the drumsticks like hammers.
Smashing.
Go nuts.
You don't go to Max for rock. You go to him to learn how to do a paradiddle. And that's it. And you move on.
That's what someone's saying here, coming from the Buddy Rich School of Drums.
Yeah.
Buddy Rich, man. He was the best.
He looks like every song is going to start with dun 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 dun.
Joe DeRosa in studio. You might be onto something. Brooklyn Ace, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, Joe? They had him playing the cowbell on Sunday.
Oh.
So the Springsteen performance is being seen by millions, if not close to 1 billion people, and there's Clarence with the cowbell.
The only instrument a little less nerdy than the saxophone at this point. Well, you play cowbell.
Anyone could do that. Anyone can play a cowbell.
Go saxophone, cowbell, tambourine.
Saxophone not as nerdy, my friend. Come on.
I used to play sax, dude. It's pretty nerdy. I played it in halfway into high school.
They always dip down and they dip right back up on the high. They go way back
you gotta
up.
rock back and forth with your saxophone.
More nerdy is the French horn.
French horn.
And what about those kids you went to school with? And we all tried music, right? I tried being a drummer. What about the guy with the massive bass that he had to walk around school with?
Who wants to take
the upright bass?
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
But who wanted to take that home? You saw these poor bastards carting this giant sarcophagus home with them and then back to the school.
Yeah.
Is he someone like trying to get on the school bus?
Right.
Like, to play a flute.
All right.
You got that little case, fits anywhere.
I was so jealous of the flute players because I switched to drums, and it was, oh, my God, dude. Even took it to a pain.
I brought my stupid drumsticks to school every day. It was easy. And then, we all had to wait as bass guy had to, haul his huge instrument onto the school bus. And got its own seat and everything.
It did.
Drums and guitar were the only way you could be in the jazz band and still potentially get laid.
That was like your rock connection. You're not getting into a rock band with the French horn.
Yeah, that was your only hope. French horn, tuba. People played tuba.
That's another one where you're carting around just a giant piece of brass. I have brass with me in this case that was the weirdest shaped case ever, the tuba case. It's not convenient.
It's blowing into intestines.
It's an
But the tuba case you could take a nap on. It's very nice. Put that up against the wall and lean back.
Very inconvenient.
You're good. All right, where are we? Oh, the 911 call. So, Sam, what do we got on this? You and Danny tell me this is pretty damn good. This is good stuff.
Well, yeah, I guess this guy got pulled over by the police, and he thought that they were harassing him because they were telling him to get out of the car.
Well, they were then.
Yeah.
Man.
So he called 911.
He calls 911.
On the police.
But the cops are there. So he thought new cops were going to show up and be sympathetic to his cause.
I love this guy.
And while the two cops are fighting, he could leave maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm a fan of all cops, but I like this particular guy.
This guy
takes balls.
Why call more cops?
He's pulled over by one cop, and in the end, this one guy has 7 cop cars.
This is the dumbest son of a bitch ever.
I love him. You gotta love him, though.
You don't call the cops on the cops. They're not going to help you.
We got pretty good audio as he's calling other cops as the cops on the scene are harassing him.
Harassing.
Yeah.
You can hear it in his voice. He's got like that thing that he thinks he's doing the upright thing. Like, no, you can't push me around. I'm a citizen.
You know, these people that think they know the law when the cops pull them over, the cops don't want to know about your knowledge of the law or anything. Tell it to the judge is what they say. They are there to do their job, which if they deem you arrestable, you're getting arrested. Cooperate. If they want you to step out of the vehicle, step out of the vehicle. Don't start saying, my rights tell me blah, blah, blah. Take it up with someone later, because at that time, you lose. There's no way you win.
Is there a stipulation, though, that if you don't say something then, later you go, but my rights? And they go, well, why didn't you say something?
The best thing you can do is shut your mouth. Be courteous as a son of a bitch and do whatever they say. And if they want to cuff you and take you to jail, arguing isn't going to help. You're going. So go. Just go. Or you're going to get a resisting on you. You're going to get other stuff. Just leave.
This audio is amazing.
Yes, Jimmy?
No, we got to
get a funny face at me.
No, not at all, actually.
We got to get to this audio.
By the way, those are just white man rules. I just spelled it. I don't know what the black people do. I don't know their rules.
I got to cut you short because this audio is way too good, and it's going to take some time. Here we go. Guy says he's being assaulted by police officers and wants more police to come.
More cops.
911, are you still there? Yes, I'm being assaulted by an officer on I-4. Please call my wife. I'm being assaulted and call a lawyer, and I'm being dragged out of my car. This is ridiculous. I'm being assaulted. He's yelling at me and grabbing me, and he has maced me once, okay? This is not cool. Get Channel 2, Channel 5, Fox 35, all of them down here. This is crazy. This is insane.
Now, as he's talking, are the cops messing with him right there?
Yeah, they're trying to get him
out of the car. And like nicely. Obviously, you could tell by his phone call, they're not really jostling him that much. Yet. Because they will usually start with, sir, please get out of the vehicle. Get off the phone. Get out of the vehicle. Yeah. Sir, get out of the vehicle. Get out of it. And with this guy is just being an ass. He's on the phone. I love when these idiots are on the phone. We had another one where some woman was on the phone. And she's like, complaining that she's not getting out of the vehicle, and then they tase her.
Can we find that clip?
It is fantastic.
And then you want to talk about an attitude adjustment.
Oh!
She went from surly to behaving.
Oh, that is
in a split second.
That is a jolt of behavior that they give you.
There's nothing better than watching somebody get tasered.
Oh, he refused to give his license and reg. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, it continues with this. The guy starts telling police he's not a threat and starts screaming.
Yeah, we have several units on the way.
Good.
Okay.
Great.
Can I have your name,
dragging
sir?
me out of my car.
Can I have your name, sir?
Bye.
Okay.
No, I'm going to hold the phone as long as I can.
Sir?
Dude, I'm not even fighting you.
It's like taking.
I'm not even fighting you. What do you want?
Okay, sir, you need to listen to what the trooper is saying. Sir?
Put him on my foot.
Sir? Listen to what the trooper is saying.
You're not a threat. You're not all afraid. You're not doing it. Get out.
Sir.
This guy's beating it. Oh! He turns into a chick.
Sounds like Eastside Dave.
That is great.
Only a few will get that, but...
Oh, what an ass.
There's nothing better than listening to pain turn a man into a woman.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
You can see in the video the cops have him pinned down to the street, and then all of a sudden, 4 more cars come running up, and all of them cops get
Just
out of the
pounce
car.
on him.
Yeah, of course.
And they're the cops he
Of course
called.
they're going to.
They're the cops he called.
He thought those other cops were going to swing in like Serpico and be like, hey, these cops are dirty. All right, let's get it in order.
Yeah, hey, IAD, get off that man.
They came in, they go, oh, this guy's half beaten already? Great. We'll step in here.
What an ass. This guy is the dumbest individual. Yeah, I need more cops to beat me. Yeah, there's some of me that doesn't have road rash yet.
You're calling more cops than just beat you.
That's like if 10 Crips are beating you up and you're like, bring more Crips to stop these Crips.
Stop the Crips. I want more Crips.
The other Crips won't approve.
Yes, they'll say that I'm a citizen and you should let me be. What a deluded idiot this guy
Idiot.
That's what the operator said. She was like, well, I'm sending like 4 more cars. And he was like, please do.
Please do.
Please.
Thank God. We'll get to the bottom of this. And then the cops pull up anytime. I've watched so many cop shows. Anytime an officer is struggling with a man on the ground and more cops pull up, do they A, sit and watch, B, stand back until the officer needs assistance and then step in, or D, A, B, C, C.
You forgot C. You forgot C, you dumb MF.
Yeah.
The wheels are coming off.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah.
A, B, D.
Yeah.
Well,
911, I'm a frat girl getting gang raped in a house right now. Could you call more frats,
we
please?
need more frat boys. And of course it was
the line
just
is
jump out of the car and plant as many knees into the back of the guy's neck as possible.
D was possible, too, because if you had A, do nothing, B, wait till the officer needs help, C could have been, do they wait and see who's at fault? If the officer,
because it could be the officer because the guy called the
so they don't know who to help.
Yes.
They may have to help the guy.
Right.
And then D, get out of their cars and begin bashing
And
the
just
suspect.
pummel the man.
Stephen.
Steve Martin dropped something.
What? Stephen S. from Bay Show writes, he writes, I'm a taxpayer. I demand to be taken directly to death row. We got the last part of the phone call here.
I have like 7 units en route right now.
What the hell? Get off of me! I said, get off of me! I don't have anything.
Sir?
I haven't done anything. Good Lord.
Hello? Are you still there, Orange County?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I think his cell phone disconnected.
It was weird. 20 cops were stomping his head and cell phone.
Operator, I think we've been disconnected. Guys, just pummeled.
Yes, he's got a friends and officers plan on his phone.
There you go.
He has a black iPhone. Okay. To the bench.
That's all right.
Oh, what an idiot.
Yeah.
That's
what
awesome.
an idiot. Just more cops.
Love it.
That's awesome.
Well,
it really is
and
awesome.
you can tell by listening to him that the guy was at fault because he's such a dumbass.
Yeah.
He deserves the beating he got.
Well, here's the thing. It says in the thing, in the story, he was doing 72 and a 65. How did it even escalate to the cops dragging him out of the car? Like, unless he was being a douche.
Right.
You know what I mean? From the jump.
He
You know?
refused to give a license and registration.
He was barely...
So, right off the bat, he's being a douche that the cops do not like guys like this.
And it's like you said, the first thing out of his mouth was probably, I know my rights.
I know my rights. Let me recite to you the law because all right, I got to punch you.
I was not
Yeah.
speeding.
If I was a cop, that'd be my trigger phrase. I know my rights. That would send my arm instinctually to my nightclub.
Oh, that's
or
it.
my billy club
The stick,
immediately.
Just start. Just give not even a swat with it because he's in the car. Just poke him in the head with the end of it.
Yeah.
Bonk. Ow! That's brutality. Where's my phone? 911. Hello, He must have been laughing like, do you know my buddies are going to show up? The guys that we goof about idiots like you are going to show up, and we're all going to beat you.
It's the equivalent of a heckler to a comedian. When comedians sit around and go, dude, this lady tried to heckle me. I literally made her cry and walk out of the room. That's
and
what
she
those
would
cops
be
are doing
screaming,
right now.
bring more comics on stage. They'll goof on you, I bet. And then the comics come out, and she's just dead. It's the dumbest thing this guy could have done.
We got that clip to end this? Did you guys find it? Oh, we're trying to find it. That clip you're talking
woman,
about.
The lovely woman that
Because
was
it reminds us
cooperating
of
so
one of our
much.
favorite clips.
If you don't cooperate, and I've heard this from like Keith Robinson and Patrice, a couple of the other brothers, when they talk about when they get pulled over, they have an instant attitude, and they say like Keith is adamant about it.
Keith especially.
And
It's terrible.
He's not unapologetic about it. He doesn't care if there is no reason. If he gets pulled over, he's just like, "Why are you pulling me over, mother?"
Yeah.
And he'll just start cursing at the guy. And it's
Yeah.
like, no wonder you're on the pavement with your face just getting grinded away
Yeah.
and getting the cuffs put on.
I think he's mellowed with age a little bit.
Has he?
Yeah, his son's getting older. I think he doesn't, he doesn't want his son to see his dad getting beat up.
Hopefully he can pass that on to his son.
Yeah, and Keith's probably got osteoporosis by now. What is he, 67 years old?
Bellowing with age.
We're running out of show, but we want to sneak this clip on. Yes, E-Rock.
Well, actually, there's two clips. There's one where the lady says she's cooperating and they tase her anyway.
Yeah.
And there's
But she wasn't. I saw that clip.
Yeah, and then there's a lady in Florida who was on a cell phone and was ignoring the cop. And they
I'm
dragged her out of
cooperating
the
here.
I think it's the second one. Are they both short?
Yeah, under a minute.
All right, let's play the first one.
Let it rip.
Open the door, you're going to get tased. Okay? Open the door.
All I gotta say is...
Open the door.
I'm not drunk.
Open the door. Open that door right there, you're going to get tased. You hear
Instant
me?
cooperation coming up.
Get out. Okay? Go ahead and get out that door. Thank you. Step out of that.
You don't have to
Yes, I do.
No,
Step
you
out of the
don't.
car,
No,
ma'am.
you don't. I'm getting out of the car
Get out of the car.
voluntarily.
Step out now.
Okay, so you
Now.
get off
Step
of me.
out. Get out of the car.
You can get off of me. I'm
Get
getting
out
out
of the car.
voluntarily.
Step out.
I'm getting out voluntarily. You
Okay,
can
get
off.
out. Ma'am,
So get
right now
off of
you're
me.
under arrest.
So, okay, get off of me.
You are under arrest.
That's fine. Get off of me. I'm getting out voluntarily.
Are you going to step out?
I'm getting out. Fine. She's getting out.
Put your hands behind
Put your hands behind your back.
Look, all I gotta
Put
say
your hands
is,
behind your back.
I'm not.
Put your hands behind your back. Now. Put your hands behind your back.
Marge Simpson.
She sounded like she hit the first hill on a roller coaster.
That is fantastic. They got her out of the vehicle. She stepped out, but they're arresting her, so they grab her to put her arms behind her back, and she's like, "Don't touch me." Like, no, you're under arrest. We don't let you put your own cuffs on, So she's like, "Don't touch me." And she starts fighting. Man, when that taser hits, all right, hands behind the back, whatever you say.
Dude, as soon as he said two things, as soon as he said taser, I'd be like, okay,
whatever.
Forget it. But how excited was that cop? Just being like, I said it. I did the rule book thing that I had to do. I said, you're going to get tasered.
You're going to get tased.
Please don't cooperate. Please, I'm going to get to use my taser right now.
Clear.
You got to think that's what they're thinking. We got to get the last clip on.
Let's get
too.
this one, too.
These are too good.
But Goodwin stays in the car, talking on her phone. Officer McNevin reaches in to pull her out.
He's arresting me. Stop. Don't touch me. The policeman is... You're going to shoot me? He's got a gun and he's going to shoot me.
3 times, Officer McNevin warns Goodwin that he will use his taser.
Get out of the car or I'm going to tase you. The next street off the sequence.
It's over and done with. We've been tased before. We know it's not that bad. So
I've never been tased before.
okay.
God, is that great?
Oh, that sound is fantastic. It's so abrupt. It's just right in the middle of, you don't have to do this.
We've been tased before.
Yeah.
That's probably the deal. They go, you have to get tased once, but then you can use this as long as you say, we're going to tase you.
Would you take the initiation to get your taser?
Would you take that deal?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you would take the taser.
As long as I can
taser.
use it.
Well, there's also the
Yeah.
really good. I think you might have it in your replay actually of the guy who's not cooperating, and then he gets tased, and then it's immediately okay.
Oh, that guy.
I want to get tased. I want to try that because I know it's not going to kill you.
I don't know.
And it's got they did it on Jackass, and it put Johnny Knoxville down for a while. And I was like, if it put that guy down, it's got to really, really hurt. Like it.
Well, he's no.
Also, the screams. Yeah. Which is the is the taser the one that shoots the grappling hooks?
Yeah, that's the one with the...
And then you just rock it.
Oh, that's great.
The little hook schedule.
That's some overacting right there. Come on.
Oh, that's
It
fantastic.
just shoots those Hellraiser pinhead hooks right in your chest and just...
And then, of course, the first tasing ever, Orson Welles.
We've run out of show on this side, unfortunately. We're heading over to Sirius XM. Joe DeRosa Comedy Central special this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Saturday, 10:30?
Friday night at 10:30.
Friday at 10:30 for Joe DeRosa. We like Joe a lot. And Jimmy's got Caroline starting this Thursday.
Thursday through Sunday. Caroline's 6 shows total.
Right on. Okay. And getting a lot of requests for our Black History Month. We'll play it again. Every day, Joe, we're kind of like giving somebody some recognition for Black History Month.
Oh,
yes.
We're being very, helpful.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool. I'm excited to hear it.
And today's was really good, and they want to hear it again. So here it is as we leave you. We'll see you tomorrow.
To celebrate Black History Month, the Opie and Anthony Show is recognizing those historic African Americans without whom this country would not be the melting pot it is today. Today we honor State Representative Alvin A. Holmes from Montgomery, Alabama, whose diction, vocabulary, and public speaking ability have set a benchmark for black politicians for years to come.
Yeah, what's wrong with the beer we got? I mean, the beer we got drank pretty good, don't it? I ain't never heard nobody complain about the beer we have. It drank pretty good.
Well said, Mushmouth. Stay tuned for more icons of black history
What's the name of some of them other beers? Budweiser and what else? Miller?
on the Opie and Anthony Show.
All right, continuing with the Opie and Anthony Show. Joe DeRosa made the walkover.
Nice.
He's got a nice little special on Comedy Central Friday night at 10:30. It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man. Thanks for having me.
I've been watching Joe bum around these comedy clubs for years, and finally, he's getting a break.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
That far is just ridiculous.
Dude, what am I supposed to do? I got upset about something, and things happened.
The upsetness had to come out.
Don't make me thinking about what I did here.
We're talking about Joe DeRosa and his Comedy Central special.
But I farted before.
I like
now.
it. You got a good scent.
I know I do.
Yeah.
It's a
Thank you.
nice,
Nice manly ass scent.
It's nice and even, It's funny. It's not too gross.
What are all the goods over there you got? Some kind of nasal stuff?
Yeah, because I took Afrin for a couple of days. So
How's your nose?
Better.
Yeah.
After the surgery it happened, but occasionally the allergies get you. The surgery doesn't help the allergies.
Okay. I just want to make sure the little Jeannie's okay.
I am, but it makes you tear. So I have the same.
Not that
here.
much. I don't care that much.
Yeah,
you're right.
It was a quickie, Jimmy. A quickie.
But you knew it was
like,
gonna
how
get
you
bad.
doing? I'm doing okay. Okay, good. Let's move on.
Here's how you knew it was going to be bad, because I went, and I took a step
Oh, my God. That was
well, it's funny, yeah.
How you doing?
Let me explain to you now some of the
Yes.
ingredients. And
we got the Zeppelin thing.
Oh, good.
I didn't forget, Joe.
Cool.
Joe was talking about Zeppelin ripping off everybody.
Yeah, it was like I kept hearing about it, and I YouTubed it, and there was like a couple songs, but the story was that Bill Burr, who's a ridiculous Zeppelin fan, we talked about it, and we got into this huge fight, and he was screaming at me. I didn't know what I was talking about.
Because you can't tell Bill anything, really. Tell you the truth.
Then 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, he called me and he goes, "Dude, I gotta say, man, I'm really." He was heartbroken because it just keeps snowballing. They keep adding songs, and
they were apparently a huge rip-off band. They just ripped off
mostly
everything.
Mostly blues musicians.
Yeah,
and it was sort of the thing to do.
Yeah, this isn't like
in the late
breaking any ground.
'60s, early '70s. They sort of did it.
Yeah,
saying, what are they going to do? This is what we do now.
Well, I'll tell you, oh, God. I said this does end the Sabbath Zeppelin debate that I've been fucking fighting for years.
Have you?
Yes! Almighty.
I bet if people looked into it, Sabbath probably ripped off a bunch of poor black people.
Oh, shit. I only invented the fucking
Called it Black
genre.
Sabbath. It probably, because they're ripping off the
believe me,
black
I'm sure
man.
that wasn't the first choice of the name. But then someone goes, "You'll never get that on the album covers."
Hey, Danny, where's the Spirit thing with Stairway to Heaven? That's the one I really want to play for Joe.
That's so incriminating.
Stairway,
that's
dude.
so incriminating.
Fucking Stairway.
I never liked that song to begin with, but now that it's ripped off, it's even more infuriating.
I don't even care about this because I've always hated Zeppelin. I never liked I've never
That's
liked
sacrilege,
Robert
man.
Plant.
Come on.
He was able to sing for the records, I guess, in the studio, and then never again was he able to hit those notes.
You know, it's funny.
This sucks.
I was watching a clip from The Song Remains the Same.
Yeah.
That's not funny, Joe.
They were. It gets hilarious. Hold on.
Waiting.
Yeah. But no, they were doing one of their famous songs where he really is like, and like the whole time they're doing it live, he's just like, oh,
lonely, 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 lonely night.
Yeah. So it was.
I think
really
it was a whole lot of love. Whole lot of love.
It wasn't a whole lot of love. It was. I can't remember.
It's every Zeppelin song because Plant was known to have that high voice. You'd put on the albums and listen and go, he's really cranking. And then live, it was just like he'd hit the high parts and then put the mic out to the audience, which pisses me off to no end. You want to hear like the singer really nail those fucking notes, and they give the mic to the audience and let them do it because they can't fucking hit it.
Yeah, at least drop it down a half step.
The whole song,
and sing, and just sing the fucking thing.
Drop the whole song down. Don't just try to drop down like the parts you can't hit anymore, because then it's like, he did, you need, and then when they go, la, he did this, la, and brought it up from like the fucking basement. And didn't even get to the point where it was that high. It was awful. I've hated Zeppelin.
That's disappointing. And I know you gotta, if you're on the road every night, you can't.
Well,
you know what I mean? But
that's where, if you don't like The Who, you got to give Daltrey a fucking a little credit there. The guy always got up on stage and hit all those fucking notes.
He was a lip syncer.
Oh shit, was he? Fuck me then.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And he liked little kids. Or was that Townsend? Fuck them. They all.
Yeah. Well, Joe, let's get into this. You got Zeppelin with the famous riff from Stairway to Heaven, right?
Sounds just like Zeppelin.
There's a lady who knows all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. Robert Plant, everybody. Hey, thank you. Sing along now, because I won't sing another note.
So,
fucker. Big-headed dummy.
That was the original, right?
That's Zeppelin from 71, okay? You go back to 1968, 3 years before Zeppelin came up with Stairway to Heaven. There's a little band called Spirit that didn't do too well commercially.
Apparently not.
It's such a great name for a band.
They had the one hit. What was the one hit by Spirit that people kind of know?
We're a shitty airline.
Well, they had a song called Taurus that no one heard of, right?
What?
But it is on a record.
Okay.
And they put it out in 1968.
Taurus to Heaven?
All right. 3 years before Stairway. Listen how close this is.
Yeah.
I think we can use that one.
There was a one-note difference.
Yeah. Safe to say Spirit's not living in castles all over the world like Zeppelin is.
They don't live in the Shire. Robert
Certainly
Plant.
think we can buy a little bit of that one.
Yeah.
There's a black man we cheated.
Amazing.
That's
Damn,
crazy.
that
That's ridiculous.
hurts.
That's ridiculous. That was like, remember the Vanilla Ice behind the music where he was trying to defend ripping off the Queen riff?
Oh yeah,
And he
saying that it
goes-
was different because it went like ding 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 instead of ding 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 ding. You fucking shut up. You dummy, you Pez head fucking asshole.
Ours was different because we didn't have David Bowie singing on ours.
Yeah, that's the difference. So we start there today. We got some other Zeppelin examples that we have not done yet.
Oh, cool.
But Joe brought this to our attention, so why don't we do this today? You got Willie Dixon doing... how do we do this, bro? How are we doing this today? Are they both on the same track?
Wait a minute.
Is it a mashup?
Yeah, they're both on the same track, I believe.
You sure?
Yeah,
Or now I'm a little... We're a little confused here. Hold on.
It's been a while since I made the CD, so I think they're both on the same track. I think it fades. I think they fade into one another.
Willie Dixon and then Zeppelin, Whole Lot of Love. Okay.
Okay.
I think it starts with a little Willie Dixon and then goes into the Zeppelin. It's only 12 seconds.
Willie Dixon. I remember writing this song back in 1938.
Zeppelin did get a lot of their songs from the blues artists.
Yeah, but they changed it.
Baby, way down inside, woman, you need love.
Way down inside.
Oh my fucking God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you fucking thieving, colonizing fucking crackers.
Wow. It was just a thing to do back then.
Oh,
There's
wow.
a lot of other artists that did this.
Wow. Fucking thieves.
I don't have my knowledge
God
in front of me,
bless Sabbath.
but there's a bunch of others.
Wow.
You know, other artists that did this.
Robert Plant, to be fair, changed a couple lyrics to be about hobbits instead, and then it's fair.
But just the way they got their inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame immediately, like these fucking faggoty Rolling Stone writers, I guarantee you none of them ever called Zeppelin out on this.
Dawn checking in. My sister Dawny.
Dawny.
Hi, Dawn. Say hi to little Warren Dean. His christening's coming up on the 16th. I am the godfather.
Warren Dean.
Well, little Warren Dean. He's going to be an indicted politician when
he
grows up. Some scandal. Some scandals in his young future.
Isn't it Warren for Warren Zevon?
Huh? Well, I don't know why my brother and sister chooses not for the same kid.
Well, Warren's father's a music guy, so he got the Warren from somebody.
And my brother names his daughter Layla. They're just like fucking musical.
Why not?
Fucking guys, Jesus Christ.
I'm going to name my kid Spirit.
Spirit. Dawn is saying Cheap Trick's The Flame is Spirit's Nature's Way.
That's
now,
right.
that was their hit, I guess. Spirit had a song called Nature's Way.
Spirit just got raped.
Spirit was just the fucking whore
for all the other bands. Because Nature's Way, I know that song. It really wasn't a hit.
No.
It was sort of a hit. And then
Cheap
let's
Trick
find
did The
that
Flame.
one, too. You got The Flame? Cheap Trick, The
Flame.
Flame.
Cheap Trick, The Flame.
And that Nature's Way by Spirit.
Danny, this song, that was a terrible ripoff.
Oh, yeah.
Was there more to that song? Like that's just
a nice little example.
Well, I mean, it was just, from what I recall, it was just like that's the main portion that was lifted. Like a lot of these Zeppelin will now acknowledge that they did borrow.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing for Zeppelin and why it's looked upon in such a negative way is that on the writing credits for the songs, it was always Page Plant. They never accredited these blues musicians.
Yeah. Get Nature's Way and The Flame. Dawn makes a great point. We haven't done that one in a while. Here's another Willie Dixon Zeppelin thing. For the Zeppelin fans, you know the song I Can't Quit You Baby?
Right.
Here we go. That's the setup here.
Put you down for a little while. I can't quit you, baby. So I'm gonna put you down for a while.
All right, there's no argument there. There's not even a discussion with that one.
That's amazing.
Willie Dixon rules, by the way, man. Willie Dixon, wow, he was the man.
They should be yanked out of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame the same way fucking Pete Rose can't get into the baseball Hall of Fame.
This one's weird, though, because it was kind of accepted back then. The guys were ripping off the blues
Willie
musicians.
Dixon is ass by Led Zeppelin.
It's kind of like the same way when the British invasion was happening over there. A lot of American bands tried to sound like English bands, and it worked in reverse over there. The British bands started to try to sound like old American blues musicians,
sounding like it. And totally
ripping it off.
Every single aspect of it.
And we don't want to be accused of ripping off anyone, so we have a Ron and Fez spy report. Steve Martin on Regis and Kelly, if we could take a peek at that to see if we could exploit his awfulness on our show today. Yardbirds. Oh, wait, you got the Cheap Trick? All right, do The Flame, because most people know Cheap Trick's The Flame.
The Flame.
Give us a little...
Song sucks.
So lonely. I got a fucking chicken.
I didn't know who this was. This is Robin Zander?
Yes.
God, Cheap Trick blows. Have they ever had a
Dream
cool song?
Police.
The Boo Police.
Oh, God.
Remember this?
All right, that's enough.
Might be the chorus, but who knows? Let's see.
No, trust me. It's the riff. You'll hear it
All
immediately.
right.
Now, this is
Nature's Way.
Nature's Way by Spirit. The song, by the way, that sort of got play was I Got a Line on You. Thank you, Stig, from right back. Here is Nature's Way by Spirit.
They were fucking ripped off Cheap Trick.
Wow.
Is the drummer in Spirit smoking a cigarette also?
Yeah, it's very similar.
It's just different lyrics. I think there was a huge lawsuit over this one.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Spirit wasn't playing. They said, fuck you, Cheap Trick.
It's like, all right, Zeppelin already dicked us up the ass.
Find us info on this. I think they didn't get away with this one.
There's a Green Day song called "Scattered" from from an album called Nimrod that they did, and it is a complete jack of Sister Golden Hair.
Oh, really?
America.
Oh, yeah.
Complete jack.
Green Day they come up a lot. They're repeat offenders.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I have a few of their examples.
Let's focus on Zeppelin a little bit more, and then we'll go in other areas.
Oh, because there's also another band, Jesus Christ, around the same time as Green Day and everything, that just every song that they did was a ripoff. I'll have to remember.
Okay.
Foundry?
Foundry Music, yes. That was them.
The best one ever, though, was CCR. What's his name? Had to sue himself, or what the hell was that whole lawsuit about?
Sued like his
what the hell
brother
is his
or something.
name?
John Fogerty.
John Fogerty.
He got sued by the label, and then he went into court and actually played his songs to be like, "Look, here's where you're wrong." And
but somehow he had to sue himself, or that's another weird case. If you can find info on that, or somebody out there might have a little more info on that.
See, this stuff does matter too, because like every year in these countdowns, "Stairway to Heaven" is considered the #1 rock song of all time.
Yeah.
So that translates into fucking album sales.
Oh yeah.
And all that shit. It's like these. That's just really annoying me. This is really annoying me.
Dave the Trucker wants to defend Zeppelin a little bit. Dave, go ahead. Hold on, I don't know if I got you guys up today. There we go. Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, hey boys, love the show.
Hey. Yeah.
Lemon's song on the second album is Led Zeppelin's big problem. Willie Dixon was credited on the first album for both I Can't Quit You and You Shook Me.
Right.
On the second album, the Lemon song was ripped off from a whole bunch of old blues songs, and they took writing credit for that one.
Yeah, we got that one. The Lemon song ripped off Howling Wolf, Killing Floor, ripped off Bring It On... Oh, wait. Okay, all right. I think it was Howling Wolf, Killing Floor. We'll get into that as well. Thanks, Dave. Here's the Yardbirds doing... Which one is this, Danny? Yardbirds, Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, that's it's Dazed and Confused. Now, keep in mind that Jimmy Page was in the Yardbirds.
Right.
And they did their own version of the song, pretty much. And then I guess when Page, went over to Zeppelin, he just kind of took it with him. You'll hear it.
And it's a Jake Holmes song originally, Dazed and Confused?
Yeah, so it wasn't even
all right.
Original.
Listen to this.
Abused and I think I should go. Come on, baby, I'm starting to crack. You're out to get me, you're on the right
Yeah, see,
that wasn't the Zeppelin one?
No,
that was a live
one.
That was live Yardbirds.
Well, the Yardbirds, when Zeppelin came around, they were supposed to be called what, the New Yardbirds or whatever. But Jimmy Page was in the Yardbirds and of course in Zeppelin, but still, wow.
Dude, it's one thing to steal from strangers. You got to be a real
just
piece
to give you
of
the
shit
reference.
to steal from your old band.
Yeah, we all know the song, right?
Holy shit. Oh, one of you motherfuckers call up and have that fucking old argument with me now. One of you.
Been dazed and confused for not true.
More little woman.
One little woman never bargained for you.
He hit it out of the park, though. As far
Oh,
as
he
the
was
cover
great,
song
dude.
goes. As far as the cover song.
He did fucking great. They should do
Yeah.
happy birthday to me. Fucking assholes. Or to you, how that song goes.
Nice.
Why-
Anthony, was the band Offspring?
It was Offspring. I think it's She's Got Issues and Obla D.
Oh,
Obla
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have that somewhere. We'll find
No,
that.
no. The ripoff of Obla D was Why Don't You Get a Job by The Offspring.
Is that
Yeah, he's right. Joe's
You're
right.
You're right.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the song. I thought
All right.
it was.
Hey, we got-
delicious. Thank you, Kenny.
We got another great one for the Zeppelin fans out there. Black Mountainside. Great. It's a great Zeppelin song. It was originally called Black Waterside. Supposedly it's a traditional what?
It's a traditional folk song.
Folk song.
That's actually really good.
But
to play it for you now. Here to go.
it's a traditional folk song, but Jimmy Page on Zeppelin 1 just gave all the credit to himself.
Yeah, he just gave himself writing
Even though the
credit.
song's been around forever. Here's the original. Or one of the original versions
All
of it.
wrote it.
It's a great song, by the way.
One morning fair, I took the air down by
That's how Plant sounds now.
wasn't gazing on.
All right, you get the idea. Then you get this off Zeppelin 1.
Thieves.
They invented this.
Got the Zeppelin fans fighting back. Steve V from Connecticut. The Yardbirds became Zeppelin. Page wrote it and perfected it with Zeppelin. What's the fucking problem?
It was never.
the
It
other
was never
guys?
talked about as a Yardbirds song first. People just credited Zeppelin with that. You know what the problem is. And also, yeah, that one song. But how about the other fucking 30?
Yeah, and what about? I mean, you know,
Right.
the first track we just heard was from a guy named Bert Jansch, and it's not his song. It's a traditional folk song. And if you want credit for the arrangement, that's one thing also. But Page, he just ripped off Jansch's arrangement of that song in the first place.
Yeah,
So
it's the
how do
same
you,
exact
How do you just credit it to yourself?
It's so devastating as like a performer to hear something. Could you like Jim? Could you imagine if like like as a comic, we talk about how brilliant Pryor was, and then if somebody was like,
I don't talk about that.
okay, I'm sorry.
Why would you ever talk about that? That's crazy.
No, I'm a
I think
Jake
he was
Johansson
brilliant.
fan, as you know.
But if somebody was like, "Oh, you think Pryor's great? Listen to this old Jackie Gleason bit," and Jackie Gleason's like, "My father died in the pussy." You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
That would be worth it. That would be worth it to destroy my image of Richard. To hear fucking
Gleason.
Jackie Gleason.
Gleason doing all prior bits back in like fucking 50s.
Yeah.
Did you notice The Exorcist?
Alice Pussy Stank.
Let's say hi to Ryan in Indiana. Ryan, this is a good topic.
Ryan.
Phones are lit. What up, Ryan?
No, the deal with the John Fogerty deal was his record label owned all the rights to the Creedence Clearwater stuff. And whenever he went solo, he actually got sued by the record company because he sounded too much like Creedence, which he wrote all the songs.
Oh, right.
He was in a tough position. He's
It sounds too much like the band. I was the band.
what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Very good, man.
He won though. He played guitar in court to show them, like he
There was a
actually
difference.
beat himself out.
Yeah.
Now he's allowed to do the Creedence stuff again.
Here's the Lemon song by Zeppelin. War Taste. the key on this killing floor? Well, now we go to Howling Wolf. It might sound a bit familiar.
All right. Pretty standard bluesy kind of thing. It's your cousin Marvin. Marvin Plant? You know that new sound you're looking for? Maybe it's a time machine thing that happened.
Now I'm enjoying it, Ed. I like that. That was good. Really good.
I should have quit your face long time ago. I should have quit you.
Yeah.
And went on to Mexico.
Stealing from the Negro, man. That was like what they did.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
Now I get, like, why so many black people are so mad about rock and roll. Like, this is really...
Why does that make them argue with the police, though? I don't understand. Like, the police didn't, I don't mean the band. I mean the actual police. They didn't rip off your songs.
Can we get somebody to taser Robert Plant?
Yes, he needs a tasering by some black people.
Hey, someone is telling me that I refuse to acknowledge this. Well, I guess I'm acknowledging it by bringing it up, but
yeah,
I saved my own self here. Nirvana, "Come As You Are." Come on, that's an original song, right?
No, it's not.
Oh,
come on. Come on now.
It's not what that says.
Come on now. Saying they ripped off Killing Joke, a song called "80s." Do we have that? So, do you have a little taste of "Come As You Are" first? All right, hit it.
He should be shot in the fucking head. Oh, damn it. Fuck, shit, sorry.
What do they rip off, the riff or the words, Danny, you know?
This particular...
this sounds just like
this
it.
particular one, I'm not sure.
Rip-off.
But there's another... I got to look it up real quick because I can't recall the band. But there was actually a lawsuit that was was going to be settled.
Yeah.
For Nirvana ripping off this riff.
And what did he do? He took the easy way out.
Yeah, of course. And now we got Killing Joke.
Oh, I guess it is a song. I guess this is what I was thinking of then.
Killing Joke 80s. Let's take a listen. Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, seriously.
As you are, as you are, as you want you. Just the riff.
Nah, that to me is like a collective unconscious kind of thing.
The riff, though, is like, wow.
Yeah, it's a stolen riff, but I think everyone
Stolen riff.
has ripped in a riff.
If you know anything about Kurt Cobain, he was into Killing Joke, so
really?
He was listening to their records, yeah.
I mean, but Jim, don't you think, like, some of these instances, like Zeppelin, it's uncanny, but it can be a matter of, like, with a comic with parallel thinking.
Parallel thinking,
you know what I mean?
Is different in a certain degree because that's just a words. These are riffs, man. I think that at times it can be this coincidence, like, oh yeah, that's just kind of close. But I really think that when it comes to something like that, that's a stolen riff. But I mean, Cobain acknowledged that he was doing Lead Belly's song. They acknowledged they were doing the Meat Puppet stuff. I mean, they would acknowledge they were doing a cover.
Oh, yeah, that was an obvious cover. He openly admitted it.
But a guy who takes a riff or two here and there is, to me, can't be labeled a real thief. If it's
like
not,
Zeppelin.
But they realize. I guarantee you, Iommi. If you look at Iommi's stuff, he was a blues fan. He's a blues guitarist. You'd find old blues riffs.
Yeah.
I'm sure all artists have that. You know, it's when it's a real thievery. It's fucking annoying.
We could continue this for a while, but I think we should wrap it up with this. It continues to this day, and this suit was settled recently. Coldplay has that huge song. What was it called?
Viva la Vida.
Yeah, you know the song. It's been played everywhere.
Is that the new song?
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
It was one of the new songs that was literally played everywhere. You'll know the riff. And Joe Satriani's like, get the fuck out of here. This is my fucking song.
Yeah.
And Coldplay had to pay out Joe Satriani recently. And what we got here is the mix of the two songs.
Okay.
You'll recognize the Coldplay right off the bat here. This song, right? Oh, this is the mix. Yeah, this is
That's
together. Wait, we had it somewhere else, and I couldn't find it.
Hang on.
We'll end with that because that's really good. It might be on there. All right, yeah.
Do track
this is
26.
way better. Okay.
I then play the other.
Yeah, then the other thing is amazing. So, which one is this? Coldplay first?
Yeah, this is the original Coldplay, Viva la Vida, which was released just last year.
You know the song. right, you get the point, right? And then Joe Satriani, he had a song called "If I Could Fly" from 2004.
Oh boy.
Jesus. Complete ripoff. Yeah.
So if Joe Satriani would have figured out to put some fucking vocals in the song instead of his
kidding. How about you get a singer, idiot?
jerk off guitar, you had a hit.
You can make a lot more money if you have the singer, dummy.
Why doesn't anybody want to hear me play guitar for 12 tracks?
Good job, Gary Hoey.
Yeah, way to go, Joe. So then somebody took the two songs. I would love to give him credit. I don't think it's on the disc.
No, Robert Plant.
Yeah. And
this was just some
of this fucking heat off of me. Hear my Coldplay?
somebody mixed the two songs, and it sounds like Joe was meant to play along to the song. Listen to this.
Okay.
All you gotta do is play that in court.
In this case, I think Joe Satriani should feel flattered. He said he found one of his songs listenable.
kind of with you, Joe.
Oh, you didn't like Summer Song?
I kind of do. I'm embarrassed. I like Clips It Over a little bit too.
Yeah, if only that was Joe Satriani.
Oh, wait.
Who was it? Who's?
That's that other guy.
Eric Johnson.
Eric Johnson, right?
Yeah, fucking Steve Vai. They're all the fucking same.
Fucking Ingwe Malmsteen.
That guy is good.
Shut it.
He's the guitarist.
I just saw an interview with him.
Oh, he's such a dope.
On that Eddie Trunk show.
Oh, Florentine.
That metal show. Yeah, and Florentine's on it, so they just sat and debated Metallica's album for a while. I was sitting there watching that. Holy shit, listen to these guys.
I was YouTube some Ingwe Malmsteen guitar lessons, and like the most beginner thing that he will teach you how to do is so lightning fast that you would need to be playing guitar for like 7-8 years before you could even attempt to do the things that he's doing.
How good is Ingve? Like, I mean, he's
very good, but
it's all that scale shit.
Yeah, it's very technical, and he's also very repetitive. So you know, while he is extremely talented and he's lightning fast, if you buy more than one album of his, you've probably bought one too many. So.
You'll hear that like that whole.
Yeah, all you need to do is play anything off of his first major release, which was called Rising Force. It's called Ingwe Malmsteen's Rising Force. That whole album I'll listen to over and over again, but then I made the mistake of buying another one, and I was like, wow, this is just, it's Rising Force with bad vocals.
Who is
just
he?
upside down.
Well, he's a guy who a lot of times people mispronounce his name as Ingwe. He's like,
Ingwe, a lot of fucking, get a real name, you dumb fuck.
He got no way to talk about it.
Malmsteen. It's the last name of an accountant, the first name of someone from Jupiter. Shut the fuck up.
Dude, I was in a hotel the other day, and I got in an argument with the manager of the hotel, and he was from France, and his name was Philippe. And it's like, no, it's Philip.
Hey, Philip.
Fucking asshole.
It is Philippe.
It'll always be Philip.
Hamburger. Shut it.
Yeah, my friend goes, really? His name's Philippe. That's right. I go, if he's going to be a cunt in my country, we're going to do something by my rules. Like, at least one thing can I have? Philip, you fucking...
One more call before we move on. Sean in Georgia. Sean.
Hey there, Sean.
Sean, you still there?
Good evening.
This sounds like something I want to check out, but I need more info. Sean, going once? No? All right. It says video on YouTube, 36 songs, 4 chords. What's that about?
Punching 36 songs, 4 chords on YouTube. I bet it pops up.
The two girls eating guitars out of a cup.
Shoves it in his ass, it breaks.
Daft Punk is another bad one. Do you know Daft Punk?
Yeah.
They
got some buttery beats there, Joe.
I know.
Buttery.
I'm a big fan. I like to dance.
Are you a fan of the buttery beats?
I do. But
wait, there's a difference. I don't dance to buttery beats.
What do you dance to?
Yes, you do.
I don't dance.
Oh.
I've seen you dance.
It was my wedding. I had to.
No.
You were boogieing down.
Not
I've seen you dance.
You haven't seen me dance.
I have.
What the fuck? Like if I'm playing some like Tiger Woods online, I need something in the background. I'll throw on some buttery beats, but I'm not dancing in my chair.
What the fuck is buttery beats? I thought you were just making that up.
I think he is.
No, there's a video game called Luminous, and yeah, here you go. This is a buttery beat.
I don't believe it.
You ever play Luminous?
No.
They got the buttery beats as you're trying to knock off the boards.
I'm not.
Luminous kicks Tetris's ass.
What is Luminous?
It's very similar to Tetris,
right?
But way more addicting
and gayer.
Well, the music doesn't help my argument, but
It really does put you in a trance, though.
Yeah.
This stuff. Although I do enjoy the first Luminous soundtrack better than anything that they put out since.
What was the first soundtrack? A guy sucking cock?
No, this is it.
All right, whatever. If you want, Liquid Todd on Sirius XM does zeros and ones. That's kind of buttery beats. Just remixes of songs you might know or might want to know.
Well, there was a Daft Punk thing on YouTube.
He does Daft Punk,
where
by the
it's
way.
just, dude, it's just the riffs. Like they did nothing to change. I was really disappointed because I actually really do like Daft Punk a lot, and it was just they're lazy. They're way lazier than I thought they were.
All right, can we find that video on YouTube? Which one? I know it's gone now. 36. What was it called? Then 36 songs, 4 chords.
Yeah.
See if there's anything there worth playing. When we get back, because we get to curse over here, we got the Christian Bale thing without the beeps.
It's so much fun without those fucking beeps and listening to him just curse this fucking director of photography out.
I haven't heard it. The unedited
Oh, it's great.
version.
Great!
Because the news is playing it with the beeps. We don't have to do that here, so.
No.
We'll replay it in just a bit if you missed it earlier today. Opie and Anthony, stay there. Joe DeRosa, Comedy Central special, Friday at 10:30. Opie and Anthony. We got Sam in studio now. We got electric traps set all over this joint. We have a little bet going to see who's going to catch a mouse first. So far, got to be honest, you might not get the big happy ending by the end of today's show.
No, it's not one of these things that we can plan. It's a fucking mouse.
I understand that.
What do you think it is?
But overnight,
it's not Mr. Jangles. We don't know where this mouse is going.
Overnight, no one in this facility.
Mr. Jangles going to be in the mouse circus down in Florida. Dummy.
I didn't know
Go
that
fucking
was-
shave your head and get electrocuted.
Yeah, Mr. Jangles probably was under the fucking heel of his shoe.
How does he fire shoot out of your eyes, dummy?
I like to
Mr.
fucking
Jangles.
I like to fucking take a 9-iron and send Mr. Jangles on a trip.
Mr. Jangles. Gonna be in a mouse circus in Florida. Is he? You fucking delusional ass.
Coffee.
Strap in. Coffee.
We got a mouse update there, Sam.
Water, like the drink. That the mouse like.
Shut up, motherfucker.
Well, all the traps have been set and reset, so they're all working.
Just in case.
In your spots that you chose this morning.
Very good.
And I think we may not have it by 11 o'clock, but by tomorrow morning, we could just have a three-way tie.
Yeah.
It could be.
Because once the lights go out.
It could be a three-way tie. Unfortunately, we don't have, like, night shot cams. We could set up to see which trap was sprung first.
Are we setting a camera on one of the
That would
traps
be nice.
for the Pal Talkers?
I don't know.
They can watch it all day?
What about the one E-Rock uses all the time when he's supposed to be working?
Oh, really? Uh-oh.
What if the girls want to see E-Rock?
Yeah.
I know.
What if the girls want to see
They always
E-Rock?
want to see E-Rock.
Why would they want to see E-Rock?
I don't know, because he's famous.
Yeah, E-Rock's
The famous E-Rock.
See, they're nodding out there. They want to see E-Rock on Pal Talk. Hey,
they're all guys.
There's also something else going on now. Now, Buddy isn't here yet, but I'm hearing that he's going to lose his shit because we might have messed with his.
Yeah, apparently he doesn't like people fucking with his shit, with his
Dude, we
desk
found
and
a
everything.
fucking a mouse nest yesterday.
His
This
area
guy's a
has been
pig.
completely dismantled.
He is disgusting. There is shit over there that is like just reeks. Food, coffee cups, just everything. Disgusting paper, paper. Waterworld.
Yeah.
Which mice love. They fucking love just chewing the shit up and making nests out of it so they could have 80,000 more mice. And this fucking guy gets upset when his area's fucked with?
Yes. Very much.
Excuse me. We share a space with this guy, and if he comes in here and starts fucking mouthing off, I'll go over there and straighten his shit out.
Yeah, well,
because,
And talks a lot of jazz.
He talks a lot of
for a guy
shit.
who will be in Ronkonkoma by the time Buddy walks in the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Ronkonkoma?
And talks a lot of mess.
What you don't understand is there's a chance that they would cross paths if Anthony decides to stay here until 2 in the afternoon.
That ain't gonna
You have a better
happen.
chance. You have a better chance of Hugh Pinero moonwalking in here with a tuba crest.
Oh, you didn't, Jimmy.
Oh, no,
Jimmy.
the problem is he didn't ever.
Oh, you didn't, Anthony.
Fucking guy.
Who is Buddy? Can I ask who that is?
He's
Buddy?
a guy that had an opportunity to leave this facility for a nice, brand new facility and said no. He had to make a stand for whatever reason, I don't even know. So he's the only one that still works here among us, even though he has nothing to do with the radio show. Nothing.
Who is he, though? What's he do? I
He
mean,
fucking I don't know. What does he do? I don't know.
He produces higher standards or high standards or whatever the channel that used to be Frank's Place is.
But they still have Frank's Place over now is serious, right?
It's just called some high standards instead.
Whatever they call it now, lump of shit.
But it's a jukebox for the most part, isn't it?
No, Jonathan Schwartzman comes in and
does she?
Schwartz. Sorry, Jonathan Schwartz comes in.
Is that the kid from Rushmore?
Doesn't he do the Broadway channel?
He may. I don't know.
He's vital to the organization.
No, that was the other guy who did decide that, leave Opie and Anthony alone. I'll go somewhere else and do my job. But this fuck decided, no, he has to stay here. And then he's got a hoarding mess over there. And he does have his chair chained to a file cabinet. I thought they were lying about that. And then a big sign on the back of his chair that says, mine.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
No.
Wow. Fuck this guy. I'll stay here. I'll fucking hang out.
Looks like Carl from Sling Blade's father's house.
It'd be great if it said mine and he sat on it and it blew up.
So, Ann, what would you do to Buddy if you stayed here until 2 in the afternoon to confront him?
I'd explain to him in no uncertain terms that his fucking pile of shit that he doesn't want anyone to mess with is infesting our shared area with mice, which is not only unsanitary but dangerous. There's something called the hantavirus and the Black Plague that mice spread through their droppings. So I don't fucking need him bitching that somebody's fucking with his shit. How about he fucks with his shit? You fuck with your shit. Pick it up and put it in a garbage bag. Along with all the fucking discs and everything else that you might use for that fucking whatever it is.
Oh, shit. You're telling him.
Good. Get in here.
He's not here.
No, I don't.
I wish I would see him walk in.
All right.
Both of them.
So do Ron Fez today.
What?
And sometime during the Ron Fez show, he'll walk in, and then you could have this big confrontation.
Yeah, what the fuck? You don't take any shit?
Yeah.
You take no shit, Comia.
Fucking 3 or 4 buds deep by fucking 11:15.
I want to see you go to town on this guy. I wanna see it happen.
You're going to see some fucking shit. I'm going to take it down to street level.
Yeah, are you?
Are you? Yeah, hit the bricks.
Yes.
Are you?
He is definitely a hoarder.
He shows up.
He saves all the cardboard boxes. And he has them folded up. And he has tons of cardboard boxes.
He's one of those people they're going to find in his apartment, like when a stack of phone books fall over and crush him. He's a hoarder.
Do you think he's a hoarder?
Yes.
You think he's a hoarder?
It's a box of pizza. That was one of the most disgusting things I've seen in this establishment.
Don't we have a maintenance crew that comes in and cleans up, though?
What?
They have no fucking maids that come in
The
here?
mice.
Maids?
I thought we had guys that come in and clean the office.
Hell no.
Maids? Yeah, what the fuck is this? The fucking Ritz?
Who cleans the office?
Nobody.
No
That's why
one.
you saw the
seems like
mouse droppings
They
yesterday.
fucking fired everybody. They're going to keep a maid, so we're happy with the fucking dust-free environment?
Oh, yeah, but it looks like Nutsy Fagan's house over there. That's really funny. It looks like the fucking Carl's father's house.
Carl's father from Sling Blade.
Yeah.
What a shithole.
Oh, it was awful, Duval.
Oh, I'd rather sleep in the shed, in the hole in the ground.
Yeah, poor little feller.
Duval.
How does Joe Biden sleep with his eyes open? How does this guy sleep at night? Those eyes can't possibly close.
Oh, because of his tight skin.
Oh, my God.
Well, he has a wonderful hairdo.
Yeah, that's a
isn't it
good one.
terrific?
Yeah.
That is what is called
He got hair
the,
plugs like Anthony did.
No, he didn't. He got hair plugs when they were called plugs.
They're fucking...
I have individual follicles that were placed from the area in the back of my head individually, just like your hair grows.
Can I see?
The harvest area.
They got
from the harvest area.
They got the plugs from the harvesting area?
Yes, and then not plugs.
You said yes.
No, they're not plugs. You tricked me. Plugs were big rings of multiple hairs, like 100 of them.
Yeah.
This procedure is individual follicles that are placed in the thinning area. And just like your hair grows, they're put in exactly like that.
Sure.
The same grain, the same direction. If your hair grows in a certain direction. If you have it facing the wrong way, it's going to look silly. You're not going to be able to brush it. So they take that into consideration. The natural hairline with these single follicles, if you're thinning in the front. Not plugs. Plugs are what Joe Biden's got.
So they're single plugs then?
No, they don't even use the word plug.
Tiny
Except
plugs?
for me when I say it to get treatment.
Fucking
I'm kidding.
Biden's plugs are actually held in with flesh-colored thumbtacks. Those are horrendous.
It's the worst hairdo
It's
ever.
horrible. Isn't it terrible? He looks like John Forsythe after he got caught in a flash fire.
He looks like one of those guys that ran out of money. You see him as you're walking around.
Oh, yeah, the guys that went broke. It's like, well, I was working on it.
Looks like one of the guys from Trading Places at the end of the movie.
Mortimer.
Can I see your hair?
Oh, it's not ready for a debut yet.
He doesn't show anybody.
It's greasy.
We saw
I
it-
gotta wait like another 2 months, and then it'll start really growing
Problem
in.
with plugs, it takes a fucking
It's not
while.
plugs; they're individual follicles. Some have one coming out of the single follicle. Others have two, and some have three. They use the single ones on the front to really give that nice natural hairline, and then the three at a time, which comes out of one follicle, but 3 hairs. It's a miracle. They put in the like the back to really fill it out.
Is the other key difference that you have to wear a hat or a bandana for the rest of your life?
For a little, like a fucking year.
little
No. You gotta. I'm definitely noticing some things like some
Could you
bristles.
take your hat off? We don't have to look at the top of your head. I just want to see what your hairdo looks like. Because
No,
you
because it's
haven't
really
had a
messed.
haircut.
You know what I
or
did?
nothing.
It's so bad. I spray this stuff on.
Oh, the spray hair?
No, not
You're doing
spray
that
hair.
too?
No.
The stuff, a guy will stand over you, and it comes in a flesh-colored pump.
Yes. And it smells like chlorine.
So you're using that spray hair?
No, I don't. No, it's a spray.
Oh, the black spray that makes your hair look fuller.
No.
You should just buy the hat. You should just buy the hat with the hair stapled to the back of it.
The mullet baseball cap.
It's fucking Mike Myers' fucking hat in Wayne's World.
Especially when they redid it recently for MTV or whatever it was when it came out.
No.
There's nothing worse than Fat Wayne.
Yeah.
He's just
Oh, I
all
know.
fat.
Yeah, he's not a kid.
He was a fun interview.
No, it's. Oh, God, pulling teeth.
Yeah. Oh, Steve Martin's wonderful. Oh, why don't you die in a
Is he?
fucking boating accident? All right, so
No, it's really bad. But I have to get my hair cut for little Warren Dean's christening. So after that, I will let you see because it just looks too fucking
Can't we see it
bad right
messy?
now. No,
That's great.
No, because you know what it is? It's all like
Scummy. You're
greasy and under
scummy.
my hair, hat and everything.
That's great.
No, it's horrid.
you have drifter hair.
Yes, I do drifter hair. I have hobo hair. I said hobo.
Are you the
Hobo
hitchhiker?
hair. Yes.
Are you going to take us into torrid tales with twists of fate?
I've noticed. It's like little bristles. It comes in. It's amazing, but it takes, you're really not going to be able to notice for 4 to 6 months or 30 years. Yeah. For like 4 to 6 months. It takes a while because you implant in the follicle and then it's got to grow and you can't fucking force hair to grow.
Sure you can.
It just takes a while. No, you can't.
Yell at it.
Right.
It's like a tree. You talk to it like a plant.
No.
Anthony, is it true if you can see Anthony's plugs today, we have 6 more weeks of winter?
No, they're not plugs. It was individual follicles to fill in the thinning areas.
Yes, Anthony pops his head out if somebody tries to comb something. It's 6 more weeks of winter.
See, I noticed when I was on video, and then the lights right over your head, you notice like you could see a bright spot of scalp.
Right.
So I wanted that taken care of.
That's why I got the black spray paint.
So that
You're
no,
good.
I don't
You're
get
good
black
now.
spray paint. I didn't
You're
want to
good
do the
now.
black spray paint, so I went for
a Sharpie. You just use a
medical
Sharpie.
hair restoration. I didn't use a Sharpie.
He's a Puerto Rican with a can of black spray paint.
Like in Taken, the Sharpie
You draw
head.
that Sharpie line in like Homer.
Yes.
And just have that zigzag around.
All right, let's take a look.
Why don't you borrow Liam Neeson's wig?
Yeah.
That's a lovely
I need
color.
a wig.
Yeah.
We don't have to see the top of your head. I just want to take your hat off. You can even move back, so we don't.
No,
have to
it really
study.
isn't because it would be a misconception.
Because I think you have some kind of weird mullet going on now. 'Cause
No,
there's different lengths of hair.
No, it's very there's a lot on the sides, and the back, and then on the top, it's very short.
So cut everything and let it
No,
grow in
'cause
equally.
I just want to get a regular haircut on the sides and the back and stuff and the front, and then leave like that area that was thinning because it's growing in. I don't want to, I want it to feel good about itself. I don't want to go, oh, now I'm gonna, you're just starting to sprout out. Now I'm gonna cut you off.
But it's under a hat. Does that make it harder for it to grow?
No, it's genetic. It's all genetic, and I take the hat off once I,
There's no
leave the
sunshine
studio.
on your head.
Yeah.
I get in my truck, and the hat goes in the passenger seat, and I drive home looking silly.
Right.
I look like a madman when I yell at fucking certain ethnic people that can't drive.
You have hat head, and it's so greasy and matted, and some of it's missing.
And I try to take my fingers and pull it back, and I just look like fucking Count Dracula, and I'm yelling at people.
That's
fantastic.
bad for plugs. You can rip them out. If you
They're
do
not plugged. No, I could tug on my fucking hair because it's your natural hair. Once it's in, it's done. It's a done deal. It's in. They can't come out. It's not a wig. It's not a fucking hair system. It's my natural growing hair. I could cut it, color it, do whatever I want with it.
Except touch it. They put
No, you could do anything.
They put
Brush
Anthony's
it.
hair in like the fucking pegs in Battleship.
No, that's plugs, and it's not plugs. It's individual follicles. It's like fiber optics more than that.
Call it whatever you want to make yourself feel better. It's
No,
okay.
it's not plugs.
We're
They
with ya.
say plugs.
We're your pals.
You watch the commercial. You watch the
individual hair
commercials for it,
follicles.
and they show you what old plugs were. They were literally cookie cutter plugs that they pulled out of your head and just put on top because they weren't worried about what your scalp or hairline looked like.
Yeah.
They hoped the hair that was growing would cover that up. But this, you can look right down to the scalp and not even notice. See, people think that hair replacement treatment looks bad because they've only seen bad ones. The good ones, you don't even notice because you don't notice it because it looks natural. That's why I went to medical hair restoration and got the thinning areas in the back of my head filled in.
That's what they call this?
We all believe that you got this futuristic treatment that nobody's ever heard of before.
No, it's not futuristic. It's an improvement over the years upon the initial idea that hair can be transplanted from an area that is genetically engineered not to fall out to areas that genetically do get affected with male pattern baldness.
Your method was actually one step below shaving your mustache and taping it to the area.
It was not. It was wonderful.
Sprinkling
It took
pubes on
one
superglue.
day. It took one day, and then within a week, you couldn't even notice I had anything done. And then in time, it grows in, and I'm noticing it growing in. It's not plugs. It's not surgery. You're not put under. It's nothing like that. You watch movies when it's.
When do we get the big reveal, man?
Yeah, it's there's some discomfort occasionally, but
can we at least set a date for the big reveal? Because we're all curious.
Well, after little Warren Dean's christening.
I'm paying close attention there, Joe. Because if it works for Ant,
You don't have a problem, do you?
I'm getting there.
Are you really?
Yeah, give me another year or two, and I'll be the guy yelling and screaming that they're not plugged.
You know what I did do the other day? First time ever. I bought a hairbrush.
What's that? I haven't combed my hair
I
since I was
actually
12.
brushed my hair, and I haven't done that in centuries. I just have.
Do you just brush your hair in front of a big mirror?
I sit there and play the Happy Days music and use a comb, and then I just go, hey, it's good.
Wait, do you count? 1,
Yeah, I'm
2.
Marsha Brady, 100 strokes.
100 strokes.
Do you
on
blow
my
a-
cock, you fucking fat whore.
You blow a fan at your head so it's flowing.
Yes, I want
You're brushing
Fabio
it.
hair.
Yeah.
That's what I want to grow in.
That's the way to do it.
No, I just because hair is growing in. I see it.
All right.
And I want to, get some kind of hairstyle. I don't know what I do. I used to just leave it.
You see it, huh?
I would shower.
You also hear voices.
And then the voices are real.
Oh, okay.
They're telling me the war is coming.
Why is Sam still standing there?
Yeah, Sam,
Sam's got hair. I could show you pictures, Sam. I had hair like that.
Yeah.
So you can look forward
It
to
will
a great
happen,
future
yeah.
of having follicles implanted in your head, too.
Oh, how great would Sam look with a big bald spot?
Oh, it would be great.
Doesn't happen to everyone.
I would love that.
I want to put a handlebar mustache on you.
Why?
Can we get at least
Yeah.
a fake one for some pictures?
I guess so.
I guess
So you can look like dear old dad. His dad has a handlebar mustache, Joe.
Yes.
Really?
For real.
That's awesome.
He's old school. He's had it for, what, 30, 40 years?
It doesn't reject it. They don't reject. It's fine. They're in there and they're growing, and it's done. It's not like going to pop out and reject. It's not a kidney, fucko. Sorry. Had to straighten that guy's shit out.
Wait, how come your dad doesn't handlebar mustache? Just
I guess it's
he juggles at Disney. Who the fuck else has a handlebar mustache these
He's a
days?
weightlifter in 1910.
Does he run a candy store?
That's a new one. You gotta add to the list. I'm assuming it was in style when he grew it.
It was never in style.
It might have been.
The handlebar mustache was never in style. Those were the rebels, man. Those
In
were the
like
guys
the
just
old
doing
West
their thing.
pictures. That's the only time I've seen it.
Well, maybe he was like a younger guy and he saw those old West pictures and he's like, badass.
No.
Yeah. What is your dad tying someone to the railroad tracks?
Does your dad ever say, no. Does he demand rent from young women or old ladies?
He's not evil.
Never threaten tying to the train tracks.
Does he go around shutting down orphanages?
No.
Have a cape? Does he ever pull it up over his face and walk away very snidely?
He doesn't have a cape.
No?
Or a hat.
All right. No hat? A little like stovepipe type hat?
No, he does not. He just has his handlebar mustache. He doesn't do change very well, so he grew it at one point, and then he realized if he shaved it, it would be a change, so he didn't.
Plus, it goes really good with his monocle.
Yeah, he'd have a monocle?
He has glasses.
That's good.
You know, the
lenses.
handlebar mustache just touches the surface as far as Sam's dad goes.
Yeah.
He drinks what? Buttermilk?
Yeah, he drinks buttermilk.
Buttermilk? What the? Your father fucking he took a time machine.
Wait, buttermilk for, like all day?
Well, not like all day, but he will sit down on a Sunday and have a glass of buttermilk. If everybody's having a glass of milk, he will have a glass.
What's
of
he trying to look like? The guy on the chance cards in Monopoly? Drinking buttermilk with a fucking
Well,
mustache?
he must have a throat-clearing nasal sinus.
Oh, shit, buttermilk
God,
is so
gummy.
thick.
Does
It's
your,
just filled with fat. You can't get more fat.
Does he like
snores.
putting salt in it?
does your family often gather on a Sunday afternoon for a nice glass of milk?
Buttermilk.
No.
Sits around.
What's the other thing he does?
Throws it on his back.
I went. I had the THR out on that one, Jim.
I know how that started. Sam was young and he went, Daddy, what's that in your mustache? And he went,
Buttermilk.
Buttermilk. And now he has to drink it.
It was buttermilk.
And then it was in his mustache, so he just twisted it up into a handlebar as an excuse.
How come every time the black gardener leaves, you have buttermilk in your mustache?
Oh, God.
I didn't have a list.
Oh, yeah.
What else does he do? There's one other thing that shocked me.
Sardines out of the can.
Was horrendous.
These are oldie things.
Jesus.
These are oldie time things.
What is he, a hobo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's
He's
not
got the
hobo.
bandana tied to the end of his stick, waiting for a freight train.
He's a stocking cap.
He's like that bum in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Now that is just amazing.
That's what he likes.
There's your dad. There's a picture of a guy with a handlebar mustache, a monocle, and one of those Shemp Howard hairdos that are just greased and parted in the middle.
Sam's father once shot a man for snoring.
Just for snoring. In the Time Life books.
Is he hoping to get money off O.J. Simpson?
No.
But he is hoping that
that's
the
right.
same thing happens to his worthless son.
Oh, wow. What the? Oh,
No, that's not true either.
Nice.
Ah. Yeah, that is an oldie time look.
Well,
you gotta admit.
It's coming back, though.
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
No. Dude, it was
What'd you get him for
never
Christmas?
happening.
Spats.
When you would bring home a black girl, would your father go,
Does your dad stand with his hands on his hips?
how old school is he? If you bring home a black girlfriend, would your father go, who's the belly warmer?
Is this really Sam's dad? Oh, shit.
What?
Sam's dad.
Probably is.
Sam's dad.
Where?
Hello?
Hello?
You're on the air, sir.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, shit. This is Sam's dad for real.
Do I get residuals for this or what?
Hey, what's with the mustache?
Whole person, Jesus.
What's with the mustache, Sam's dad?
The mustache has always been there. I was way back when I started. I had a bit of an ego problem, so that was a cheap way to get it, and it never left.
Cheap way to get what? Like an ego?
Ego, sure.
You look important when you have a handlebar mustache. People, look, wow, he's got to be someone.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
In what year, though?
Well, I mean,
What year?
Yeah, it's like that's you might as well just shave it into a Hitler.
This was in the mid 60s.
Mid 60s, it probably really didn't go. Like there were hippies and
You wouldn't believe the action I got in the mid 60s.
With the handlebar mustache.
with a handlebar mustache.
Including, you might be interested to know, Sam's mother.
Sam!
Damn!
Sam, your dad got action with the handlebar mustache. How does that make you feel?
Awkward and uncomfortable.
Oh God, I can only imagine in the mid 60s what that must have looked like. It looked like two Bigfoot fighting.
Kind of not similar to the action that Sam gets with his hair now, right?
See?
A little, yeah.
People think I'm important because I got a unique hairstyle.
Exactly.
Did your dad ever tell you, like, Dad, could you shave the mustache, Sam? If it wasn't for this mustache, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Right now. This is how it all happened.
Your mom liked this mustache.
Hey, Sam's dad, what's up with the buttermilk?
Listen, you guys don't understand. Buttermilk is one of the great treats of all time. Buttermilk. I don't even know where you find it. When I started as a kid, I used to drink buttermilk with crumbled up saltine crackers.
Holy mother of God!
Disgusting.
It is.
Great treat. So the best lunch in the world, which Sam has probably already done me in on already, I'm sure, is sardines with a dill pickle, glass of buttermilk on bread, and it doesn't get much better.
And a little view into the Nickelodeon.
How bad are your farts, Sam, Dad?
Oh, wow.
Don't try it.
Buttermilk. Imagine if he was lactose intolerant, too.
Buttermilk, sardines, pickles, and what?
He's shitting and the sardines are swimming upstream back up his asshole like salmon.
Buttermilk. It's a level. No issue of fat. There's no issue of
We just put.
Calories. There's none of that stuff. It's just great stuff.
We got a picture of Sam's dad's bike up
That's
on
not my dad.
the big screen.
The huge wheel up front, the little one in the back.
We don't have a bike like that in my house.
No?
I got nervous that he was calling to challenge one of us to a duel.
That's where I got eating raw potatoes from.
What? You guys eat raw potatoes at your house, too?
He told me that was another one of the great treats of all time.
Great treats of all time.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the great treats of all time.
Why is that a great treat?
Your father's a newsreel.
Yeah.
To make the phone call into the show, he had to crank his phone and then get the operator to plug that jack into the wall.
Operator, get me Murray Hill 5, 6262. That's Murray Hill 5, 6262. Yes.
Sir, I didn't have time to listen to the news today. What did Walter Winchell have to say? What did he dish about Hollywood this morning?
All I'm trying to do, and there are a few of us around that are trying to maintain standards, even bring some back. But no, we have to be the butt of this sort of.
I don't think that one's going to catch on, though. It's one of those things that kind of is just in history and kind of remains there, like the Hitler mustache.
It's a man of great class has a handlebar mustache.
That's true.
And here are our brave doughboys shipping off for Europe.
Does your mom like the handlebar mustache, Sam?
They'll beat the Kaiser.
I think.
What does mom think of the mustache?
I think she likes the mustache like my girlfriend likes my afro, in that it's just been there for so long at this point.
Yeah.
She puts up with it.
She's trying to hire Joaquin Phoenix to take it off, like Nicole Kidman did. Matt Dillon. Too obscure.
Get it?
All right, Sam.
Listen, I have to go. I have important things to do. You guys,
Drinking buttermilk, eating potatoes,
just go ahead and,
sardines, pickles.
How much is mustache wax?
Actually, I don't use mustache wax anymore.
What do you use?
It's just natural.
Snot. Buttermilk.
No, I used to, but that was a long time ago.
Are you? Do you have to leave now? Are you running some bootlegged liquor?
Okay. Listen.
All right, Sam's dad.
You guys get back to more moral uplift there.
Damn.
We'll see you. Just take it easy.
All right.
Sam's dad, everyone.
Great. Boy, he's a big smart ass like you, huh?
You got called out on that one.
That's good. What did he have to tend to the still?
Everything Sam's dad does is in fast motion.
Is he going to beat you with a stitch? Because we made fun of you?
That's funny. I bet everything, the most modern camera, when you take pictures of him, it's just all grainy.
I was trying to
got scratches in it, like a brand new camera. He's all in fast motion with grainy scratches.
I was trying to work some grainy joke I couldn't get to.
His dad is the only digital camera that you need to throw like a little cape over yourself.
Yes. That smile.
Yeah, he's got all that big thing.
Big thing of gunpowder. Now remember, hold still. Here we are with Sam's father in Times Square. It's Victory Over Europe Day. Now if we can only defeat the Japs. That shouldn't take too long. Here he is making out with Sam's mother. I wonder if a little Sam will be made today. This conversation's ridiculous because if you weren't here, he wouldn't know.
Can we bring in all that stuff for tomorrow's show and make E-Rock eat sardines, drink buttermilk,
and raw potatoes.
And mustache wax.
Pickles and
raw potato. And
Why can't you? Fuck you.
What did he say?
He said in my ear, he goes, I can't. I started a diet Monday.
Oh, he's on Steve's girl's diet.
The diet will be very easy to keep with no employment, so you won't be able to buy snacks.
Dude, you have to eat Sam's dad's snack, which is
what did he call him?
Some of the greatest treats the world has
ever seen.
We're doing it tomorrow on the show.
He's like
sardines, pickles, buttermilk, and raw potatoes.
Raw potato and some nice saltine crackers sprinkled in the milk.
In the milk?
In the buttermilk.
Yes, in the buttermilk.
That's not a great treat.
That's what he takes with him when he takes his snake oil wagon on the road.
What does he do for New Year's Eve? Zip his ball bag up in his zipper on purpose?
One of the greatest treats the world ever knows.
Sometimes I just need to feel good. He's got a big lighter by his penis.
Oh, shit. Who's going to remember this for tomorrow?
I will.
E-Rock, you have to do this tomorrow.
Of course he does.
Did you ever catch him coming down for buttermilk with a little candle in that little thing you hold with your finger and the stocking cap?
Yeah. Did he tell you stories about Jacob Marley?
Your dad acts like it's the 1800s.
It's a simpler time.
Well, he wasn't even
from everything. His snacks.
No.
His snacks and his mustache, and
he's a history buff, and so I think he
He kind of gets into that whole thing.
He just fell into
a simpler time.
Dude, we line up this shit tomorrow. It's gonna
horrific.
Fucking buttermilk with
pickles, sardines,
saltines crushed in it.
Saltines crushed. It's like everything that shouldn't be mixed is mixed.
And he eats all this at the same time.
Yeah, that's a meal.
That is a meal that you give like orphans in the Little Rascals.
Orphans.
That's when they're trying to get away.
Your dog wouldn't even eat that.
Don't drink the milk; it's spoiled.
He tried to sell my girlfriend on what a treat buttermilk was, and I was over there going, "Yeah, it's really good. You should try some."
Why are you trying to do that? You know what that would do to a girl?
She tried
the next day, she'd be fucking huge.
Yeah,
well,
she's having awful gassers.
She tried to sip and didn't enjoy it.
No?
Did
you try it with the crackers in it?
No, we didn't put it. Maybe that was a problem.
Oh, well,
There
it's
were no
not the best
crackers
treat
in
the
it.
world has ever known if you don't put crackers in it.
How thick is the buttermilk?
It's like,
how thick? Is it like egg whites
It's like
almost?
quicksand.
It has to be.
Yeah,
it's
it's gotta
probably
be.
twice as thick as whole milk.
Ugh.
Fucking buttermilk is horrible.
The thought of that is making me feel like one guy, one cup. Like when I was watching that, like it's making me like that, like ugh.
Buttermilk.
Fucking.
A raw potato?
Yeah, those are good.
They're not
No, they're
good.
not. They're starchy
That's why they
fucking
cook 'em.
messes.
Right.
If you want a treat like that, eat an apple.
Yeah.
At least it's sweet. It's got the same kind of consistency almost.
Who was he raised by? Wolves? His father was raised by wolves. The buttermilk with the crackers tastes like the nipple milk of a wolf.
How do you eat a raw potato? Like, what do you do with it? I mean,
Well, you could slice it up or not. You don't need to.
Like in chips? Like chips?
Yeah, you could, but you don't have to.
Do you
just-
skin it?
Yeah, you definitely skin it. You skin it.
Oh,
you
well, that's
wash
crazy
it.
not to. Of
Yeah,
course.
now
Yeah.
salt it. What are you insane?
Yeah, you put some salt on it. and
Yeah.
What do you
that's
dip it in? Vodka? What the fuck's the matter with him?
No, you just,
crazy.
cold water so it's nice and chilled, and put some salt on it, and you just take a bite.
And then
of
you
a
and
pi-
Dad
of a
sit down.
potato, eating some, raw potatoes.
Watch Mary Pickford in her latest picture. America's sweetheart.
No talkies allowed in that house.
All right, I wish you'd pull a fatty Arbuckle with your asshole.
With the bottle?
Yes,
that's
the
a
old
bottle
Coke
up the ass
bottle.
joke.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, he pink socked that cunt. He sure
She had it coming.
Yes,
you
she
want to
did.
fuck the funny man? Take the punishment. That's what you get, Toots.
Let's get a handlebar asshole.
Let's get the fake handlebar mustache for tomorrow's bit.
Okay.
Sam, you're in charge of this. And E-Rock, you're doing this, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
No, look, he's all upset.
Oh, yeah, no, he has
now
to
he's
eat.
got an excuse. He's going to eat like a fucking pig tonight because tomorrow he's going to do this.
Yeah. You can puke it up after you're done.
Yeah.
We just started yesterday.
You can stick fingers that you're not gonna like swallow this stuff. It's coming back up.
I don't think you'll puke. What is it?
Sardines, buttermilk, pickles, and are you kidding
Dill
me?
pickles?
Who the hell? Who could eat like that?
What else is old Iron Stomach like? Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
He's one of those guys that can just probably drink a lot without puking. He's one of those guys that just has an iron stomach. Like,
Does he?
Nothing probably bothers him.
Does he like to drink a little bit?
No, he did at a time.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't anymore.
Oh, so he quit.
At a time.
What did he drink?
Well, I mean, he drinks beer now, but not like he doesn't. He gets drunk once. I've seen him drunk once.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right,
Does he do smack you around?
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
but he put Sam in the hospital. He went up in jail for 3 weeks.
Couple of extra foot-pounds per second.
I would have one little afro hair on his fucking little head.
Is his favorite drink sarsaparilla?
Yeah.
I like birch beer.
That's a good tonic.
Oh, get me some of those headache powders.
All right, we got a bit for tomorrow. We got to take a quick break. And
Alrighty.
we promised the Christian Bale unedited before we get out of here.
Yes.
So quick break, and we'll do that to wrap this mess up. All right.
I forgot to mention I'll be at Caroline's this week, Thursday through Sunday.
All right. All right. I just checked the mouse traps. Nothing, Ant. Nothing.
That's all right. It's like fishing. You got to be patient.
I don't think we're going to have a win today, but I think tomorrow we're going to open up the show with some nice results.
Yeah.
I have confidence. Make sure those things are on and they got new batteries in them. We'll be frying some mice sometime between now and tomorrow morning.
Buddy's not going to be happy.
Fuck him and his
Screw him.
Well,
I
that's
wish he'd
you.
walk in
I
here
don't
right now.
Tangle with him.
Why don't you
Tell him
stick
a
around
thing or
and
two
really
about a thing or two?
Why don't you speak your mind today and hang around, wait for him to show up?
Do you realize when you tell me to hang around that it's so never going to happen?
You might as well tell Anthony just to hover in midair like a bird.
Yeah. I can't wait for tomorrow's show. What is it called again? The treat, the
greatest treat the world has ever known.
The greatest treat, one of the world's greatest.
One of the
treats.
world's greatest treats.
They're fucking horrendous treats.
I was saying
Not treats. They're awful things.
punishments.
Yes.
Jimmy, you might be able to help me out. I was saying during the commercial that could be the worst combination of food and beverage I've ever heard of.
It's crap. As far as treats go, I'd rather have castor oil and be raped with a cheerleading baton than fucking buttermilk with crushed crackers in it.
World's greatest treats.
Yeah.
What's the point of the crackers? I don't even understand.
I don't know. Give it some fucking viscosity. It's already like a gooey mess.
Yeah. That's like deer snot.
Yeah.
Ugh. Hey, you want to see...
Make it lumpy. That's what you want.
Wow.
Buttermilk isn't bad enough. I want to make it lumpy.
I've heard of crackers and milk. Like you give that to a baby.
No,
people smash up crackers and milk and give it to the babies.
Stop. That's probably the baby will eat.
You got to see Eastside Dave. He just completely took me out of our conversation.
Yeah, I haven't seen him yet. It's annoying me that he won't poke his head in.
No,
He's being all
the
fucking
Ron Fez
uppity.
beard bit is over, right? Who won, by the way? I didn't get to listen to the end of the show.
Round one was just weighing the beard hair.
Right.
And I believe Fezzy won that one.
All right.
And then they had round two where they shaved their heads and added it in, and Dave won that one.
You know what? It doesn't look that bad.
I told him it looks okay.
It doesn't look that bad.
You look odd.
I wanted to beat you up, but it doesn't look that bad.
I'm so used to seeing you the other way that kind of looks weird. There was such curly locks, too.
Yeah, Ron Fez noon to 3. No, this is terrible. this is the worst look that's
no
happened
beard
to me
and
ever.
no hair on the top of your head. You kind of. They said you kind of look like the powder dude.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Only fatter, worse complexion, farts too much. The people on the I ride the same bus every day, and it's the same exact people. And usually people don't sit next to me because of the beard.
Yeah.
Now people are not even sitting next to me, in front of me, or behind me because of the crazy ass fucking psycho neo-Nazi look I've got going
you do
right
have
now.
like a really good skinhead look to you.
Yeah, I mean, no one's going near me at this point.
That's convenient.
It's convenient. I can stretch out. I can use basically the whole back of the bus is mine.
Good for you.
It's not that bad.
It's
Fezzy
horrible.
did the same thing?
And I'll tell you what it magnifies. I've never lost the weight from the biggest gainer contest. Thank you, Opie and Anthony, for making me a fatso. And it never. I went from 195 spelt.
You are
How
a little
you, sir?
skinny kid.
David.
I went from 195 to 216. Haven't dropped an ounce, Jimmy.
Why didn't you shave the eyebrows too? I mean, that's the It's about the whole
That
thing.
would
right?
really
It
be
wasn't
fucked up.
in the contest. If it could have helped my beard results, it would have, because I was about 0.5 an ounce away from Fez.
How much did the beard hair weigh?
He had 0.411 of an ounce. I had 0.36 of an ounce.
Whose pot scale did you use?
Yeah, someone's drug
We
scale.
have
some
Pepper
coke
Hicks,
scale.
who's a known drug lord.
Who's a known drug.
I want to ask Dave the plumber. Do you think that?
Dave the plumber.
Nice.
You really did. You used to be like a skinny kid when you first started here, and I make it sound like, and there he was up on the TV.
Yes.
He's signing autographs.
What happened? I remember Jim Norton used to refer to me as that svelte red-headed intern.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
being paid.
But it wasn't that long ago.
It was 3 years ago.
But so much has happened
I
to
have
you.
2 kids.
You have 2 kids, a wife, you're fat.
And let's face it, my alcohol problem continues to spiral downward.
Can I cup a fart and throw it to you?
Yeah,
Will you
please.
breathe it
Can
in
I
to
ask
come
you
here?
a question?
I don't do any more stunts.
No stunts. No stunts.
Yeah, he's not allowed to do stunts.
I'm retired from stunts.
Ronnie gets very upset when he does stunts on our show.
This time is bad.
Oh, shit. It knocked him down. Jimmy, your fart fucking knocked it. Jimmy cupped that perfectly, by the way.
Oh.
He grabbed it in his hand, left enough space for the fart, and then slowly just wafted it under Dave's nose. And
eating
perfect.
formaldehyde sandwiches?
It was a perfect delivery.
It is the way Obi-Wan Kenobi would have done it.
Yes, it was like a force push. He fucking went right to the floor.
You hear about Sam's dad and his little treat. What is it called again? I want to say it every time, but I can't.
The greatest treat the world has ever seen. One of the world's
treats.
greatest treats.
Did you hear this yet?
No.
Tomorrow, E-Rock's got to do Sam's father's treat. Basically, Sam's father eats sardines.
Yeah.
Drinks buttermilk with what? With
Crackers, saltines ground up in the buttermilk.
And pickles.
And pickles.
And raw potatoes.
And raw potatoes.
And then he shakes it with gasoline.
So E-Rock's got to eat that tomorrow on the show.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Not as good as Beard Wars, I understand, but you know.
He's got a handlebar
He
mustache.
eats like he's one of the Wolverines in Red Dawn. He's straining in the woods.
Whatever you can get.
Joe had a question for you, Eastside.
I just want to know, why did you decide to not do another season on The Shield this year?
Golly damn.
Wow.
Golly
Ouch.
You're going to hear a lot of those in the coming days.
Now Dave has had it. Now he's fucking leaving.
Really? No!
All right.
See you later.
Wow.
See you later, Ralph.
Look at that body.
2 to 3. There you go.
That is... He could not be more Irish. You are so fucking Irish.
Dude, for a poor
What are you doing?
For a poor guy, you sure know how to find food. He does.
He's not old, and his belly is like fucking... He's got like the body of a fucking...
Dave, no stunts, no stunts. That's,
no stunts.
That's close to stunting right there.
Yeah, we don't want Ronnie mad.
He has a body like a fucking like a ghost, like Casper.
It's just hanging.
Yeah.
He's got like hanging stuff on him.
You guys want to hear a curse on regular TV?
Yes.
Yeah. That's quick.
I think
These guys did something that was so stupid. So let's bonus them. Let's not bonus them. Bonus them. That's not even, by the way, that's not even...
He's playing devil's advocate.
But here's the thing. The bonus question, we shouldn't be talking about it. It's a stupid it's a stupid debate. Wow. I'm sorry.
You're agreeing. We're leaving it there. You're agreeing. That's it.
I'm sorry.
Charlie.
You can't put me on this show.
Thank you, Charlie.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Charlie's agreeing.
YouTube.
Yikes, here we go.
It's my fault.
Okay. Where were we now?
Let's see.
You know why the guy was quick to apologize? I'm sorry, because usually they
Everyone's
show,
so scared.
They show these guys the door never to return if they fuck up.
I know.
What was that?
What did he say? He said fuck?
Yeah, where was
there's a
that?
fuck.
What was it?
CNBC.
He said it was a stupid fucking question, but he caught himself, but the end was already out. He was just like, stupid fucking...
Was it, what show was it?
That was, I don't know what show, but it was CNBC's Charlie Gasparino.
No one watches.
That's a huge show. Charlie Gasparino. Wow.
All right. We got Christian Bale.
Yeah, we're going to play this as we leave today because
as we leave.
This story obviously has legs. All the news stations are playing it with the beeps. So we played it earlier with the beeps because we were on the other side. So we'll play it, with all the curses flying for everybody, so you get a nice taste of this.
And we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we did everything we need to do. Tomorrow we'll get an update on the mice. And we'll do the... God, Ann, I need your help again. The
greatest... What is it? Sam knows. Some of the greatest treats the world has known.
But they're really not.
Something like that. I can't wait till
I'll
we...
pull the audio and find the exact...
That should put it into perspective, though, when he tells people he has one of the brightest suns. And where his thinking is.
Yeah.
Who can make the sun shine? Sing that song.
Sam, make sure there's no other treats that he's forgetting. If he remembers some more treats, bring them in for
yes,
tomorrow.
absolutely. Talk to him.
This is one of the greatest colognes the world has ever seen. It's dog shit.
Oh, Sam.
I have a feeling
no wonder you're like you are.
I have a feeling, though, Sam's dad has a bad side. We haven't hit it yet, but I don't know.
What kind of a bad side?
I don't know. I have a feeling he could go at any moment.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Like mean?
Well, I don't know
Ornery?
if it would be called mean, but I don't know. I'll leave it at that. Joe DeRosa, Comedy Central, 10:30 Friday night, the big special.
Yes, sir.
That's
yes,
very
sir.
good news for you, my friend.
Thank you, man. I hope everybody watches or TiVos it or DVRs it.
And we love you on the show.
Thanks, man. I love being here. You guys are great. Thank you.
I'm speaking for a lot of people. They really like you on the show.
Awesome, man. Thanks.
And Jimmy's got a lot of things going on.
I have Caroline's this weekend. I have a gig with Artie February 21st in Philadelphia at the Tower Theater. But more importantly, I have Caroline's this weekend. So if you happen to be in town, hey, come out.
Good club, good fucking entertainment. Jimmy Norton.
Yeah, I have a whole special thing I do with animals now.
I thought it was like a song and dance thing.
No, that's the Thursday show. Friday I do the
impressions,
animals.
right?
There's impressions, I think.
Now you do an animal show?
I do a lot of impressions.
Cool.
Yes. So many impressions.
Yeah.
And the animals is funny.
You can't wait.
Yeah. I have fleas. I bring fleas on stage.
That would rule.
Flea circus.
You should do flea circus.
Yes.
Yeah, Joe, Mr. Jangle. Stupid.
Right. And I have a small dove I bring on stage, and I hurt it. What if I hurt it with a pin?
Oh, that would hurt a little dove. It wouldn't kill him, but it would really hurt.
I nail its little dove feet to the stage with a pin. I yell racial epithets at it.
You gotta work sea monkeys into your show.
I actually had sea monkeys in a.
Someone's got to bring back the sea monkey.
I had them in a little jar, and I shook it up violently, so there were pieces of sea monkey.
They're all knocked out.
I shook the sea monkeys violently in the jar until they busted apart.
Shooka.
All right.
Disappointing sea monkeys.
That's what you're supposed to do with a sea
brine
monkey.
shrimp.
And I have a kitten I bring up in
Bullshit me. They don't play.
I have a kitten I bring up in a box.
Yeah.
And I have a contest. How hard can I throw a rock at it? It's me against me.
I hope you
Sam's
win.
back with a Sam's Dad update.
Oh, okay.
We got one of the treats wrong.
Oh.
The sardines are eaten in a sandwich, which apparently he puts thick
2 pieces of tarp.
thick slices of strong onion on the sardine sandwich.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He hates your mother. He wants to do things that make him where his breath is where you cannot speak to him.
Wow.
I have to say, I think I finally feel sorry for E-Rock. He's got to eat this tomorrow.
What kind of bread?
What kind of bread? Can you eat a...
It's got the facial hair and breath of a walrus.
Can you eat...
He likes fish that are thrown to him.
E-Rock, do you think you could muster down a sardine sandwich with strong onions?
Thickly sliced.
Thickly sliced?
Oh, God.
Anything else on that?
No, I just got...
No condiments or anything?
Any lubricants is like a
Well, the buttermilk is the lubricant.
Mayo.
That's way easier.
You wash it down with some buttermilk.
Yeah.
That's way easier, dude. Seriously, on bread and everything. That's way easier than just eating those fuckers right out of the can.
Oh, really?
You have to drink the juice, though. You have to drink the oil.
Yeah.
As soon as you bite into the
Yes, he
bread,
does.
as soon as you bite into the bread, you're thinking you're biting into a nice sandwich, and then you get to the sardines. I would challenge you and say it's worse.
But
I
no.
like sardines, too, actually. I couldn't eat them with buttermilk.
What?
I've always enjoyed it. When I was a boy, my grandmother made sardines and crackers, saltines and sardines.
Called Sardine Jimmy.
So you'll eat some of the sardines tomorrow?
Nah, I don't eat them anymore because they're too fattening. No, they called me the Great Sardini was my nickname because I would do magic tricks with them.
So when it gets all dry,
yeah, I would yell "ta-da" and then step on them.
So when this whole thing gets dry and uncomfortable for Iraq, he gets to wash it down with the buttermilk.
Oh, with some creamy buttermilk with saltines smashed up in there.
Jesus Christ, like a billy goat. That's what a billy goat eats.
And you got the pickle. And the pickles.
A dill pickle.
The dill pickle might be very inviting tomorrow for you.
Yeah, that's like the real treat.
You're like, thank God I got to the dill pickle.
Dill pickle to get this shitty taste out of my mouth.
Dill pickle chaser.
Oh, God, I can.
Oh, my God, I can't wait.
Thick slice of onion.
I would rather eat Star Jones's cunt.
Smell worse.
Wow. That's actually very similar. Except it's chocolate milk, not buttermilk.
And Iraq, if you behave, you can wash it down with some garlic butter sauce when you're done. When you're done, though.
One of the greatest treats the world has ever known, or something like that.
I'm going to say that all night.
I know.
One of the greatest treats the world has ever seen. The world's greatest treats. We have to replay how he said it.
Greatest. I know the way he worded it was perfect.
Because he meant it. He wasn't trying to be funny.
Of course he meant it.
God, your father in one phone call gave us way more entertainment than you ever had.
Ever. Oh, come on. Ever.
Yeah.
I've been trying for three plus years, and it took one call from Sam's dad.
What about all that
Trump is
good?
Your dad was like being raised by Willy Wonka. A land of wonder and treats.
That's right.
The snozberries taste like sardines. Potatoes.
Sam is half white, half Oompa.
Oh, man. I can't wait for tomorrow.
I know.
I gotta see you
Be a good
trying
one.
to eat this shit.
Poor fucking Iraq.
All right, we're going to leave you with the Christian Bale audio.
Yes, let's do
with
that.
With all the curses for everybody, okay? Without us commenting, because we already commented about this. So we just play it for everybody. Yeah, it's enjoyable. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for listening.
Later.
Thanks, Joe DeRosa.
Bye. Thanks, man.
I want you off the fucking set, you prick! Sorry. No, don't just be sorry. Think for one fucking second. The fuck are you doing? Are you professional or not? Yes, I am. Do I fucking walk around and rip down? No, shut the fuck up, Bruce. Do I want? No! No! Don't shut me up. Am I gonna walk around and rip your fucking lights down in the middle of a scene? Then why the fuck are you walking right through? Da-da-da-da, like this in the background. What the fuck is it with you? What don't you fucking understand? You got any fucking idea about, hey, it's fucking distracting having somebody walking up behind Bryce in the middle of the fucking scene? Give me a fucking answer. What don't you get about it?
I was looking at the light.
Oh, good for you. And how was it? I hope it was fucking good because it's useless now, isn't it? Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur. Look, G, you got fucking something to say to this prick?
I didn't see it happen.
Well, somebody should be fucking watching and keeping an eye on him.
Fair enough.
This is the second time that he doesn't give a fuck about what is going on in front of the camera. All right? I'm trying to fucking do a scene here and I'm going, why the fuck is Shane walking in there? What is he doing there? Do you understand my mind is not in the scene if you're doing that? Stay off the fucking set, man. For fuck's sake. Right, let's go again. Let's not take a fucking minute. Let's go again! And let's not have you fucking walking in. Can I have Tom put this on, please?
Tom Wardrobe, please. Can I have Tom Wardrobe?
You're unbelievable, man. You're unfucking believable. Number of times you're strolling and fucking around in the background. I've never had a DP behave like this. You don't fucking understand what it's like working with actors. That's what that is. That's what that is, man. I'm telling you. I'm not asking, I'm telling you. You wouldn't have done that otherwise.
No, what it is looking at the light and making sure that you were...
I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. You know, shut up for a second, all right? I'm gonna go. Do you want me to go fucking trash your lights? Do you want me to fucking trash them? Then why are you trashing my scene?
I'm not trying to trash.
You are trashing my scene. You do it one more fucking time, and I ain't walking on this set if you're still hired. I'm fucking serious. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy, but I don't fucking cut it when you're bullshitting and fucking around like this on set. Yeah, you might get it. He doesn't fucking get it.
I get it.
You might.
I get
he
it.
does not get it.
And good adjustments, okay? For real. Honestly, I get it. Walk for 5 seconds. Just for
No,
5
I don't
seconds.
need any fucking walking. He needs to stop walking.
I get that.
I ain't the one walking. Let's get Tom and put this back on. Let's go again. Seriously, man, you and me, we're fucking done professionally. Fucking ass. 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 Fucking ass.